My fellow Americans and autists who voted for Trump, it's your boy Dank Brandon here. Well, here's a joke for you. What do Willie Brown and the 2024 presidential election have in common? Kamala Harris blew both of them. I shouldn't have said that.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why?
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! 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 God damn it!
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
EBTs and above. EBTs and above.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
You deserve whatever suffering could possibly come to you. If you are a Republican and try to start any of that kind of nonsense with me in person, you will lose your life.
And just now, Elon Musk did a German World War II salute.
Last night, I was at Benihana with my girlfriend, and the server said, "What about you, sir? What would you like?" My girlfriend, God bless her heart, steps in, says, "Actually, that's ma'am."
Good writing, Diane. It's a lot like a great cup of coffee. When it's made right, it just warms you from the inside out.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Which podcasts are you listening to? Which accounts are you subscribing to? I'm interested, like genuinely.
We'll give you a moment to do some introductions, but before we do that, guys, hoist them if you got them. Let's give a toast to the inauguration of our 47th president. In fact, what may soon become the God Emperor, Donald J. Trump. Throw him back, gang. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Sorry about you being Canadian, Vec.
Silent Hill F was made for women.
That's why Airbag likes it so much. True.
And I see you, Hypno. Hypno says that's gay. Smash JT. What the fuck? I
It's sleeping with McDuggan's body pillow.
Look. This is the way I think about McDuggan's is
I'm straight, but sometimes in Dragon Age Inquisition, I got in a relationship with one of the male characters.
If you turn the lights off, you don't know what kind of hole it is. It doesn't matter. You just shut the lights off, and everyone's the same. True.
I think Jay just got a clip right there.
Well, Jay, she's a prized urinalist.
Oh, is she?
Well, I mean, she hasn't won any awards, but she's been nominated. So...
Oh, like Yote.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. She's the Yote of journalism.
Of journalism, indeed.
Woke, gay, and doesn't win shit. Excellent.
Anyway, thank you, Destructive Disc, by the way. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody. Anyway, so let's get back to the super chats. So let me see. We got JayViper with a 2. I never. I didn't even see this super. I didn't even read the super chat. I'm over here fucking going off right now, and this super chat is on screen the entire time. Holy shit! This is the best $2 you ever spent. This shit's up the entire time. Yeah, this is your pile of poop face moment, like Jaffe. That is great.
People are rising up, the legends here tonight. Crowd going wild under bright pixel lights. His blue eyes are glowing and he's always ready to fight. He's got the killer skills to make the woke completely combust in flames. Throws down the hard truth bombs they hate, but the base trust his game. Keeper, commander, relief, mouse clicks precise in his command. He plays the field like a pro and leaves every opponent on reprimand. Heartbeats racing fast, the screens are lighting up and glowing wild. Legends fully loading, no one's ever gonna slow him down. Our king's on the throne now, wearing the ultimate crown. JayViper is awesome, so awesome. He's so good looking, it's true. Crowds in total love, wear it all. Hearts all shaking hard, keep shaking. Go Jay, go Jay, go. He's unstoppable, unstoppable. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now, let's shout. JayViper, JayViper, hands up. Yeah, he's phenomenal. How is this possible? Blue eyes shining bright like a vast endless pixel sky at night. Gaming reflexes razor sharp, his instincts never miss the fight. He's the ultimate joystick legend, mastering every single controller. Keyboard king, reigning supreme, every move of nation. JayViper is awesome, so awesome. He's so good looking, it's true. Crowds in total love, wear it all. Hearts all shaking hard, keep shaking. Go Jay, go Jay, go. He's unstoppable, unstoppable. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now, let's shout. JayViper, hands up. Yeah, he's phenomenal, phenomenal. From shooters to RPG campaigns, he dominates every game. Tweets go viral, woke rage rising, bosses slayed. He beat the game. JayViper is awesome, it's so true. He's so good looking, we love him. Crowds in total love, he's so fun. Hearts all shaking hard, we're quaking. Go Jay, let's go. He's unstoppable, no stopping him. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now, we near. JayViper, 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 JayViper. JayViper is so freaking awesome.
Going on, everybody? Hello on a Tuesday. Sorry for the curveball there. No stream yesterday, but
It was a holiday. We were doing things. I was not prepared. I was not in shape for it. Okay, it was Memorial Day. It was a day to enjoy. So, yeah, no stream yesterday, but thank you for showing up for Tuesday's stream. It's like, I usually don't do them on Tuesday, so I'm glad you saw the alert. I hope I got the stream set up on time, like far enough in advance that people actually get all the alerts. We shall see how that works out. We never know. We never do know, but we have plenty of things to talk about. That is for sure. We've got the whole James Bond situation with First Light there. There's all sorts of back and forth going on with that. There's people who are accusing each other of not playing enough video games to even talk about it. There's people who are talking shit about each other's YouTube channels to decide if you're allowed to talk about it. But it's interesting because it's people who don't play many video games talking shit about that. It's just kind of weird. We have JDA trying to get clout from it, and he doesn't play games, and then Atreus is calling them out. It's crazy, and it's really happening. It's nuts that why is James Bond tearing us apart? It shouldn't be like this. This should be a game that we rejoice over. But and of course, it looks like might be some infection a little bit. But we're going to look into it. I haven't looked into it a whole lot, so we're going to do some of that right here on this stream. We're also going to be talking about Hasan, and he's already singing like a canary. It's a very beautiful thing to see. Indicted, going to be indicted, yeah, or something like that, whatever the fuck it's called. Is indicted the right word? I don't know. They want information from him. They're going to be pulling as much information as they can. Indicted might be the wrong word. I can't remember the correct word. Whatever. It doesn't matter the phrasing. In either case, he is squirming because his trip to Cuba may have been illegal or against some sanctions, and he could be facing some problems. And it's funny because no charges have been levied, okay? But he's already singing like a canary, throwing people under the bus. It's phenomenal. We also have some Marathon Destiny back and forth. Like the people there, I've noticed that there's these 200 to 1,000 follower accounts all tweeting the same thing. Destiny 3 can't exist if you don't support Marathon. Whoa, okay. Well, for me, that means then, okay, goodbye Destiny 3. Marathon should have been Destiny 3. I think most people actually agree on that. Whether that's what they wanted to do or not, Destiny 3 should have been the game, especially since here 2 months after Marathon's release, what did they do? They ended support for Destiny 2. So I think that pretty much tells you that it was one or the other. And so that means Marathon is here, so in place of Destiny 3. That tells you that. It's not like they were like, okay, we're going to get this Marathon going, and then we're going to support Destiny 2 and have some more expansions come out and, keep that world going. You have an entire world that is massive, that millions upon millions of people have played and put time into, and they're just like, we're done. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me to do that. You have a rabid fan base ready for more Destiny, even though you effed them over on Destiny 2. You would have sold Destiny 3, and you didn't even think of making it. It has not even begun production in any way, shape, or form. It's too late. There's no saving Bungie now, I don't think. And we'll get into that a little more as well. What else do we have? Oh, yes, Mandalorian Grogu box office numbers are official. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. We're going to be checking out some Metacritic with that, and of course, the First Light stuff, and of course, a bunch of other little things. We got a trailer to watch, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be great. So buckle up, prepare yourselves to just get tons of information shoved down your fucking throats. You better prepare yourself. You better. Let's see who's here with us today. Since it is an off day, I'm glad that there's anyone here, but we do have people here, and it's phenomenal. We do have Charlie Nuclear, who is numero uno in the chat. Good for you, Charlie. You won a clap. That's all I can afford. That's all I can afford. I went to SeaWorld this weekend. Had a great time. Spent all my money. It's gone. We got Bad Acid here as well. Good to see you, man. I like the name, Bad Acid. I like it. I do like it. Good. White Wolf Heathens here as well, saying I was playing Persona 5 and I saw Jeremy is a random in the Palace of Gluttony. Well, look at this. Jer's all over the place, isn't he? He is indeed. We got Seabrew. What's up, my ginger? Whoa, hard R. Whoa, Sebra, we've talked about this. You can't hard R Ginger. Guy. You got, come on, guy. Kid, friend. Holy crap. Wow. Sorry I put that on screen, everyone. That was out of character for me. I apologize. I'll grovel later. John Oxals is here. Infection indeed. Yes, we were talking about some infection earlier on X, but it's trans infection and that's spreading, and someone, you know how they are. No, oh, it's not a mental illness. It is. Yeah, it actually is. I don't know how else to put it this way, but it is. And then like, well, you're afraid of this nonsensical thing spreading. I'm like, no, it's not nonsensical. It's a thing. It's bad, and we hate it. And it's not fear. It's intolerance. We're intolerant of it. And that's all it is. Straight up. Okay? Not putting up with that shit. We do have IB the EB. I can't. IB the EB. There we go. I can speak. He's here. What's up, IB? Good to see you, man. Me. Yes, you indeed. It is intolerant of us. Yes, I'm intolerant of it. I won't stand for it, and I'm done. Men can't be women. Stay out of the bathrooms. Thank you very much. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't say your name. My bad. Let me have some water. It's the water. Wait. You wrote... Yo... Did I say me? Or... Wait. It's changing. No, I don't know how to show you this. It is changing. It says me. It has a little symbol now. I gotta take a picture of this. Dude, it's changing when I mouse over. You did write me, but as soon as sorry. You wrote yo, but it says me, but when I mouse over it, it changes. What? That's the weirdest shit ever. Hold on. I've got to screenshot this. This is fucking weird. What? It's got this weird little symbol. That's weird, man. Okay, anyway, yeah, well, I guess the computer wants you to say me. Even though you wrote yo. James Bond got some STDs from the gay. Something might have happened like that. We don't know exactly what happened, but something happened, yes. The autocorrect did the hard R. Dude, you have to add ginger to the to your dictionary. That's what needs to happen, okay? So you don't throw those slurs in there. We can't say ginger with a hard R around here, my friend. We know what that means. Next thing you know is you're going to be putting people like me in internment camps, okay? Or re-educational camps or something like that. And we can't have that. Ginger with an A. Did someone say intolerance? I'm intolerant of people saying Polish tamales. What's up, Polish tamales? He's here. What's up, man? Yes, and indeed, smash the like button. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. We do like the like button being pushed. Push it at least one time. Yes. Yeah, that is very strange. What a weird thing. I don't know why it changes. I don't get it. It has some weird little symbol like it's autocorrecting, but I can't do anything about it. I don't know. I don't control YouTube. YouTube's uncontrollable. It's doing its own thing. It's whatever. It is whatever. Well, just so everyone knows, and I feel like let's point this out. We are currently on a 33 stream tier streak. 33 streams in a row. We've hit tier 1. Absolutely crazy. This is a Tuesday, which I don't usually stream on, so I'm a little worried. So if anyone wants to remove the worry, and you can do membership gifting, super chats, whatever, I would super appreciate it. We hit tier 1, we'll unlock that gaming stream, and God, we are so close to finishing Pragmata. I think we're near the final boss or something like that. I feel like it's prepping me. I thought we were there last time, but I had like further to go in that level. I just didn't get through that whole level. But dude, I think we're so close. We could finish Pragmata today. I feel like I might say that a few streams, but I feel like it could happen. Anyway, if it's in you, feel free to donate or super chat or anything if you can. Otherwise, dude, it's always nice if you can share the stream. That's the greatest. If you can go on X or somewhere, wherever, you know, some people follow you, text your mom, have your mom come, you know, have her hang out with you, watching JayViper. She'll enjoy it. She'll like it. I'm appealing to moms, I guess. That could probably be a thing, right? Get some moms up in here. I don't know. Gingivitis? Ooh, that's yeah. That's not good. We don't like those. Yeah, we don't want gingivitis. That's bad. No. Absolutely terrible. But yes, we have this on the hook today. Many things to talk about. Many stories. Like, honestly, like, I just kept adding things and I was like, I'm adding too much. This is too much. So I took some things off, I think. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we get through everything. But yeah, we have plenty to talk about. And wait, what? I think this is in the wrong place. Wait, how long is this? This is in the wrong fucking place. We're going to put that at the end. That's not the right place. Well, anyway, first thing, let's start off with a trailer. Okay, well, let's just look. Sword and Sorcery Fantasy Action RPG Fate Keeper has a release date. The weighty savage fantasy action RPG stars a stocky druid, a warrior adept with melee weapons and magical abilities, venture into a handcrafted world where ruins whisper of past cataclysms. I believe we watched a little of this before. Let's see if this is new footage. I don't think it is. I think we've seen this before, but it has a release date? All right, let's see what it is. It does look pretty decent. Well, yeah, this is the same gameplay we've seen before, but it does look pretty decent. It does look weighty, I will say that. Chop them up. We got... See, this is... When you see the pieces flying off, when you see people hacking off arms and limbs, you know you're playing a brutal RPG. We like to see that. Ooh, that guy trying to get fancy, paid the price. Let's hack his neck off. Can we hack his neck off? Pretty sick looking sword, though, I will say that. Oh. Oh, we're snapping it. Okay. I would have liked to see it getting chopped off. Oh, wait, so what's the release date? Oh, what's the fucking release date? Here we go, here we go. Okay. Where is it? June 2nd. Oh, early access launch June 2nd. Okay. So that I'm gonna be knocking that one down on my Steam. Let's go see if I've put this in my bin of things to wish list. There we go. I'm gonna add that to my wish list. Boom, there it goes. Let's check out a few more things. I'm gonna drop this link in the chat real quick just so you guys here can if you're interested, you can go check out Fate Keeper. Let's see, what's this trailer? Is this the same thing? Let's see. Is this a legit trailer? Let's see. THQ Nordic? That's usually pretty solid. I don't think we've seen this. That's not even English. That's not even English. Kalima. Kalima Shakti Veru. This got like the same voice, dude. Ooh. Dude, yes. Holy shit, the designs are great. The designs are great. I haven't seen all this. Look at this. Dude's got like gold teeth too. Are they like statues brought to life? You hear the noises? Self-proclaimed god, so is that the final bad guy right there? That is a lot of dead people. That's a lot. Ooh, is that us? We look sweet. We have a dragon on our hat. Dude. We have a dragon on our hat. There's a dragon on our hat, yo. No feathers here, dragons. All right, here we go. Let's see it. Chop them up. I want to see some heads come off. Don't tell me there's no decap. I mean, we're chopping off arms. So the gameplay looks pretty good. Like, so because you're a druid, I mean, you're hitting them with a sword. You're picking up and throwing items. I mean, let's look at this again. As I'm trying to look for decapitations. You definitely have some power on that. Yeah, there we go. So you're pulling this, and then you're going to chuck it at his head. So you can just throw guys. Okay. It looks good, though, huh? This looks solid. I hope it runs well. Puzzles. Puzzle. Secrets? Okay, I'm in. We got lizards, okay. Okay. What the hell is that scorpion centipede thing? Damn. That's pretty sick. Oh, he's not as tall as I thought he was. Dude, okay, so you just coated his sword with poison. Oh, there we go. We're chopping off a head there. Oh, we're killing that wyvern. Burning that dude, snapping a neck, stabbing him in the neck, splitting his head. Oh, man. Oh, the journalists are going to hate this. It's going to be too hard for them. Watch. So he's got horns like built into his head. You see this? Like they're built into his head. Under it looks like horns, but they're not horns. You see what I'm saying? That's interesting. Horn scars. On PC, this version looks like you got a little delayed. Looking like a little delayed, but now it's coming out June 2nd. June 2nd, so it's got about a 6-month delay or so. That's usually not a big deal. I mean, going into early access 6 months later, that's usually not a big deal. Oh, well, it's on my wish list. We will be checking. Let me go ahead and follow that one too. So THQ Nordic, they're pretty solid. Let's see what these people have made. Yeah, so this is their first game as a studio. So this group here, Paraglacial, I mean, doesn't mean the devs haven't made games, but they have not released a game as Paraglacial yet. So anyway, there's one to keep in mind right here. Let's go check out the pictures. Yeah, there's one of those little beasts we saw. Let's see. Oh, this guy. Okay, interesting. A little guy with looks like a clown, honestly. You say meh? I think it looks pretty solid. But I like these RPGs, and if the melee is good, it looks weighty. So there's your dude. So okay, it looks like you have 2 to choose from. Like you could have an axe and a sword or club or whatever. Probably switch back and forth unless it's dual wield. No, I don't think it's dual wield because then you have something over here. It looks like whatever your magic ability goes here, whatever your boost for magic is here. Like this thing is like the thing you throw with or whatever goes here. Like gives you some abilities. There's more caves. Fighting a dude. We kind of saw that. Oh, here's a bug we didn't see. What the hell? Is that his stomach? Yeah, it is. Okay. Interesting. I will say the swords look pretty sick. I like the swords. Okay. Well, anyway, there you go. Fake Keeper, ladies and gentlemen. I gave you the link. Check it out if you want. Let's keep going. I'm going to close this because Steam loves to start playing behind my back. One thing to keep your eye on is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. They're going to have this Witcher 3 Blood and Wine 10th anniversary stream. I don't know if there's going to be any announcements or anything shown, but 5 p.m. CEST, that's in 38 hours, okay? Thursday, May 28th, they're going to have some kind of 10th anniversary stream. I don't know if we're going to be seeing anything announced or anything shown, but put that in your notebook if you're interested. What we found out a month after launch and people buy it, we all find out Anita Sarkeesian had a hand in it. I trust no game anymore. Charlie, are you talking about Expedition 33? Oh no, you're talking about Slay the Spire? You're talking about Slay the Spire? You butchered that bad. You did. You did. But I think I know what you're saying. You're talking about like games like we'll have someone like her involved and we won't even know ahead of time. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how to deal with that personally, right? But it does mess up your trust. Like people like this, like I wish we could track them, but if they're not telling people, then there's no way to know until you see the credits. Then you have to look at the credits every time. Like what a pain. What a world we live in. that in order to not give these people any credit or money, we have to know ahead of time. But if they're going to, like, this is what the Sweet Baby Inc. does, right? They don't want to tell us what they're involved with anymore. They don't want it to get out because they know how bad it is for the companies, for the games. Once people find out, it will ruin them. It will destroy it. So now they hide it from us. And I don't think that should be illegal, right? If you're involved with a game, me as the person buying it should have a full list of everyone involved ahead of time. I should be able to see the companies involved, the people involved, without having to go buy the game and play the credits to have some idea. Like that's messed up, right? That is not like consumer friendly at all to not have that information out there. People deserve to know who's involved and who's getting paid. Anyway, here's something that came by real quick. We actually looked at the Expanse Osiris Reborn. We looked at the trailer several weeks ago. It looked interesting. We're like, all right, I put it on my wish list. But they're recasting the male hero due to player backlash. So I didn't know there's any backlash going on, but I guess they received enough that they're actually changing who voiced that player. So it says it's your player. It's super important, right? So they said Owlcat Games will be changing the voice actor for the male main character and his twin sibling Jay in the Expanse Osiris Reborn. The game is a story-driven action RPG, similar to Mass Effect, with full voice acting for the player character. Many beta players... Okay, so this was... I don't know if this is backlash or just feedback, but anyway. Many beta players said the male voice sounded flat and lacked emotion and did not fit the tough belter mercenary role. The female voice was fine. She wasn't an issue. So the developer said, while the voice actor for the male protag and Jay put in a lot of good work, they felt less expressive than we wanted. Because of this, we're changing the voices of the male protagonist and Jay. So this is the same voice actor. Pretty interesting. Are they going to replace him with the true? Right, this is my worry, right? What are they going to do with it? What are they going to do? We'll see. So anyway, yeah, I thought that was really interesting, though, because if people really didn't like it and it was bad, well, that's a hard decision to make. Like, I would imagine most, if not all, the voice acting is already recorded. This dude's been paid. So to go and recast that character, that is not a small step, right? That is not an easy thing to do. This happened actually in Destiny 1, remember, with a robot? The dude from Game of Thrones did the voice for the robot, and they switched it to Nolan North because people didn't like his voice. Even though he was famous, they're like, oh man, he's in it or whatever. But then they were like, man, this is not very good. And so what they do, they wiped it. They wiped it out. So anyway, with this though, this is a voiced character, not a robot just moving around. I mean, I would imagine some lip syncing will have to change if they go that far. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how much of the game is made, how much voice acting has been done, but I figured we would check out the trailer to remind ourselves.
It was like another life.
So that's not the voice.
Everything made
right
sense
there.
to you.
Oh, you're back already? Wait, so you flew in on that?
Now, every voice, a tight beam.
Protegen will easily turn this into a massacre if they want.
We need him alive! Locked on to you, like a torpedo.
Do not interfere.
The universe never tells us if we did right or wrong.
Definitely Mass Effect vibes, though. 100% Mass Effect vibes. Without a doubt.
Series belongs to Belters.
That's him. So that's him. So listen to him. Listen to him speak. Not great.
Series belongs to Belters.
Pretty flat.
I didn't become a mercenary to run away from my enemies.
That was him right there, too. Not great.
Hatred.
Not great. It is really flat. It's not very expressive. It just sounds like a dude in a room. Sounds very wooden, right?
Surely a little gun doesn't scare you.
A Trojan horse. Protegen let its own enemies in.
An enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I mean, this looks just like Mass Effect, bro. It looks a lot like Mass Effect. I mean, it looks a little stiff, but I don't think this is a $60 game either. It looks pretty good. Again, I like these sci-fi RPGs. I like RPGs in general.
We have to find our own answer.
But for me, Exodus, that's the one that I'm looking forward to the most. We watched a bunch of those videos a few streams ago. I mean, you know, it looks like they're doing an all right job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway, so yeah, they recast that dude, and we'll see who they get. I guess we'll see who they get. You bought Wrath of the Righteous on a really deep discount and installed the Wokeless Wrath mod. What the hell? I don't know what that is at all, but all right. Shout out to you. So Rocket League announced it's changing its engine. And at the same time, I think it basically announced the engine.
To all of our friends
Check it out.
here in Paris and those watching all around the world.
I played this game since the release for a while.
This is the future. And this is
Outcat game. It's an Outcat game, which was Mega Woke. Oh, was it? I don't know what it is. All I know is Rogue Trader 40K is freaking great. Not woke at all. This is a live crowd we are hearing right now, though, which is pretty impressive. It just looks like Rocket League to me. New engine, look at these cars. It's a hell of a grass shader, you know why. Unreal Engine 6. So that's there you go. Unreal Engine 6, it's coming. It's a thing. Epic trying to make some more money because Unreal Engine 5 has been the engine used for everything for so long, and it's just not there anymore, dude. We'll see how much more optimization can be done with Unreal Engine 6. Hopefully it is a step in the right direction, and games are better because, I mean, when you see a game now, you can almost tell right away this is Unreal Engine 5. Right. I mean, it's like, this is Unreal Engine 5. You can see the boxiness faces. You can see the backgrounds. The rock meshes are all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully, we'll see what Unreal Engine 6 brings. But, I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't know. We'll see. Here's one that I just wanted to bring up real quick. This is a game I used to play. I used to stream this game. EA quietly retires The Sims Medieval. This is probably the best Sims game ever made. I will say that. This is probably the best Sims game that has ever been made. And I don't think it's close. It was not The Sims. It was like a Sims with story. You could be like, I feel like it's been so long, but I feel like you could like be you could make armor, you could go like get a princess. I mean, there was so much to do in this game. It was really neat, but it was story based. So it wasn't like your regular Sims. I mean, I don't know what came after, but yeah, it's done. And they quietly retarded it. They quietly retired it. One of the Sims spin-off titles from 2010. Dude, it's been 16 years. Jesus. So this is a timeless classic, The Sims Medieval, which seems to have been pulled back from the official stores, including the EA app and Steam, with no prior warning or public announcement. That kind of sucks, though, huh? It's not like, hey, this is going to go away if you want to grab it. No, it's just gone. Poof. So that's a bummer. Yeah, like you could do like exorcism kind of things, or like this is how you like tried to cure people. Like you're just shoving drink down their throat. It was pretty funny, dude. But anyway, yeah, so that game is done. Gone from Steam. Not even on Steam anymore. I wonder where I owned it. I actually don't remember. What's up, Jace? How are you doing? Can we use the leeches? I do believe there's leeches. I do believe there is. But yeah, it's not like there's a whole lot of people playing it either. But anyway, I just saw this. I thought it would just be something to talk about because, yeah, I used to play this game. Sad times, very sad. I don't you know what? I think I might have the physical copy of this more than owning like through Steam. Let me go see. Let me look at my I'm opening up my Steam right now. I want to know. I want to know where I own this game. I don't think it's Steam. Could be just straight through EA. Slowly but surely, EA is making their list of abandoned software ever growing. Will this be in any way? God damn it. Okay, I know I'm opening that, but come on. Will it be related to the other Sims spin-off announced for 2026 and beyond? Or are they planning to release a remaster and call it a new thing again? That would be pretty sweet. I'll take that, actually. So there's a Sims franchise roadmap, by the way. Okay, this is what's coming next. So Sims 4 Project Renee, next evolution, and more confirmed for 2026 development. This site is the worst. God, this is the wrong site to use, man. Is there a roadmap photo? Like, that would be way better than this. Soul and Happy Simmers. No. Oh God, the values of the Sims are unchanged. It's always been more than a game. It's a canvas for life. Oh God. We all know how cooked Sims is, though. We do know that. Let's just look through here real quick. The Sims is for everyone. Inclusivity, community. Oh God. Just show me what's coming, for God's sakes. Deep single-player life simulation. Okay. Social collaborative mobile first life sim. Oh my God. Mobile surf. Mobile. No thanks. We're passing. Sims Lab, don't care. Okay, we're done. I'm not looking at this anymore. Anyway, Sims Medieval, it's done. It's out. It's gone. Sims 2 was the best mainline Sims, no doubt. No doubt. I liked Sims 3 because of the open world. Like, you could actually walk around, which I liked. But that game had a major memory leak where you could only play that for so long before you couldn't play a save anymore. Like, the more people you had, it would just start creating all this data in the background, and there was no patch that fixed it, which was wild to me. So you couldn't have like a large community having kids and going on and going down generations without the game stopping completely. It would just stop working. It was absolutely horrible. An L for games preservation, but if you have a physical copy, it just went up in value. True. Delist Veilguard, they should do that. I would like to see them delist Veilguard. They should do that immediately. The bugs were crazy in Sims 3. And it sucked too, because that open world was exactly what I always wanted Sims. Like, I was hoping for that in Sims 2. Sims 2, I mean, it wasn't ready. It wasn't there yet. There wasn't even like an expansion that could do it. I thought it would come in an expansion. But of course not. It's Sims, after all, where they have to release all those expansions again in the next Sims so they can get the $40 per freaking expansion, whatever the hell they are. It's an insane amount of money. Sims 4 I never played. I wanted nothing to do with that game, bro. I wanted nothing to do with Sims 4. That game, I was like, no, I'm out. I'm out. After Sims 3, I was like, no, I'm done. Yeah, thanks, EB. Oh, here we go. Look at this guy. IB the EB dropping a gift membership, creating a brand new chut, and John Oxiles was the one to get it. That is pretty sweet. Shout out to you. We got the first contribution towards tier 1 has come from IB the EB. Super appreciate that, my friend. And of course, with every brand new sub or every returning sub, we do what we do around here, and that is we hug.
Can I have a hug?
No.
Give me a hug.
No way.
Come here.
I'm not coming over there.
Let's go.
Come on over here.
Hey,
come on.
Touch me.
Come on. There we go. There we go. Very nice. We love to see it. Thank you very much again, Ivy, for donating that in here and getting John Oxiles green. We love to see it. Appreciate that. Shout out. Okay. Okay, it's time to get into the James Bond stuff. There is kind of a lot of James Bond stuff. It's a new game, as many of you know. It's one that was on my radar of this could be good, this could be like okay. Like, and I was just looking at the gameplay because the gameplay looked like it was kind of slow, cumbersome. At least when they showed it. But then I saw other gameplay like later, and it looked like it was a little quicker, a little more weighty than the original showing. Because the original showing of it was like, it was pretty bad, dude. It was pretty bad. It looked really slow. I was like, God damn it. Like, this looks so stupid. But I think they improved what they showed us anyway. Well, there's many elements of, is there wokeness in the game? How woke is it? Yorch Torch insists it's very woke. We'll talk about that in a bit. What's up?
From kind of cast rates.
What is this?
Castle Grand.
Castle Grand? What is it?
Castle Grand movie. Mask. So many faces. But
The-
you get shocked. But
Oh.
lightning with mask with many faces, it turns into mask.
The Mask of Many Faces?
And that's the mask of God.
This is the Mask of Godness?
What?
Okay, Ethan has created the Mask of Godness, but what show is it?
It's the Castle Grand.
Casa Grand.
The Castle Grand movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. He drew it and colored it.
It goes on your face.
It goes on your face. Like this.
On your forehead.
Oh, it goes on my forehead. Well, you said my face, so I put it on my face.
Wait, give me
Uh-huh.
that. I need you. Pick me up.
Okay, he's doing it. Like this. Like that. Perfect. Wonderful. Good job. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. I still don't know the name of the show. Can't figure that one out. IO Interactive has been going through the 6 paths of gay, so you won't be surprised if the game is woke. Indeed. We will see. It seems like it's very middling, though. But again, I've only seen so much. So we're going to dig into it. First, we're going to talk about the 007 First Light reviews that have come out, okay? Because, well, this is a big alert. You know, like, we know what happens with the 10s and what the 10s can really mean. So, you know, it's like, what are the journalists, what are they saying about it? VGC says it's a 10. I mean, look at these 10s. The Guardian has given it a 10. Okay, that's a big alert right there. Gfinity, comic book. This one says it really feels like playing through a James Bond movie. Okay. Gaming Trend 9.5. Metro give it a 9. Day One, I don't even know who these people are. Collider 9. GameSpew, Shack News, Screen Rant. PSX Brazil. Gaming Bible, DualShockers, all 9s. All right, praise the story, gadgets, Bond performance. Called it stylish and fun from start to finish. And then we get some 8.5s, Checkpoint Gaming, press start. And then we get the 8s, CGM Magazine, or CG Magazine, sorry. Tech Radar Gaming. Very cinematic. That's not good. Cinematic, man. We know that is a swear word. For those of us gamers who have been around the block, cinematic is like a swear word. You don't use that with games. That was like the default name, like the default term people used to basically say a thing ran slow. I mean, let's be real. Like, no, we had to lock that at 30 FPS for cinematic. It would look more cinematic. That's why the FPS is so low. Good God, we lived through that. Eurogamer loved the atmosphere but wanted deeper stealth systems. Games Director praised the locations and pacing. IGN France 8. Games Radar plus a 7. So let's go and refresh this. Let's see how we're doing. We're sitting at an 87. Pretty high out of 50 critic ratings. Not a single one in the red, which you don't see a lot. Generally favorable. Okay. Now, let's get into it. Okay, so here's some people. Here's a journo talking about the James Bond game.
The game is awesome. They do so much right, and I think what's important for my angle.
I think this is kind of funny. I'm not positive, but he looks like he belongs in that show. I'll just say that.
The review is, I'm not a Bond film fan, but this captured me. It is the kind of game I love, that third-person action adventure. I'd say I'm somewhere between an 8 and an 8.5. The game is awesome. They do.
Dude doesn't even like James Bond. Doesn't even like James Bond, dude. He's like, the game is awesome. Is it? So you're just reviewing it. James Bond doesn't matter to you. So it's just, it doesn't fit into my ideology. Greg Miller is a professional paid show. It is Greg Miller? I thought so. Yeah. Why do the people like him all look the same? What's with do these glasses actually serve a purpose? Do they just wear them? Is this something they just have to wear? Are they like it's a prescription, but not for your eyes, it's just a prescription for your look. You have to have these specific glasses? I feel like that's the case. Does Andy Cortez have the same glasses? I don't know. I feel like he might. San Fran culture, it's so bad, dude. Yeah. Well, we got Blue Thunder. This guy, oh my God, this guy. I swear to God. These are my red flags. When you see the 10s over here, right? When you see the 10s coming from the journos, when you see this guy saying, I don't like James Bond, but the game is awesome. And when you see Blue Thunder showing up, Bond can flirt with multiple different bombshells in 007 First Light. Eyes. Okay. Okay, first of all, this isn't flirting. He's just sneaking into a room. I don't know really what to talk about. I don't know how to talk about this, but there you go. This is not a bombshell, unless a 6 is, I guess, maybe. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? And then this one, which it just always depends on the angle, but this is probably the most famous scene. I do believe this scene or this person is on the thumbnail today. I believe that is her, but yes, I also understand you can sleep with 3 different women in the game. 3 different ones. Well, I just want to also once again highlight this guy, this Blue Thunder guy, who didn't like when I called him out when he was trying to pump High Guard's tires, okay? And then immediately went and pumped Marathon's tires. So this guy pushed that shit, okay? I mean, without a doubt. And this is just what he does. What else has this guy recently pushed? You might remember the mixtape controversy and the guy who posted the mixtape bundle where, well, it wasn't even a bundle. It was basically the stuff that was given to the shills, and they had like the cassette tape and the earphones and things. That was him. That was him. He posted that. This guy has been around every single woke or just flop game of 2026. He has been involved. This guy, tightly involved. Okay? Every single effing time it's him. So when I saw someone retweet him and they're like, what are you talking about? This chick, of course, yeah. So he blocked me when I called him out. He didn't like that. But I was right. And I know I was right. When people called him out on this shit, or when someone retweeted him calling him out on this shit, I was like, oh, of course it's him. Of course he has a tweet. Of course he does. Let's just go look. Hearing a chicken swimsuit yat equals flirting. Oh, okay. Looks like exploded ordnance. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, what are we talking about? This ain't flirting. There we go. What are you doing in my room? Yeah, that's not flirting, bro. What are you talking about? What is your definition of a bombshell? Average ass thought with shitty tattoos? This is a bombshell. Okay. Plays a generic game. It's a 10-10. Sees an average woman. A bombshell. Oh my God, that's so true, dude. This is a guy who loved mixtape, who loved High Guard. Loved it when he was flown out to go check it out. Made a video saying how great it was and then played it once on stream on release day and then never touched it again. I'm sure he's touched Marathon so many times. Dude, he is getting roasted. I haven't gone down these. He's getting absolutely... This is generally sort of surprising to see in a modern game. There we go. This one. This is the one where you can point to and be like, okay, good job. Good job. 007, you did it. It's in there, okay? It's in there. They're botting you in the comments. You deserve it. Are there bombshells in these images? I don't see them. They should have had Lana Del Rey sing the song in game, and if you flirt with her after she runs off in a swamp with Boat Gator Tour. Okay, what are we doing? I see a single bombshell and 3 jaded millennial bitch resting face. These replies are brutal. Bond girls don't have trashy tattoos like that. They'd have something more artistic or exotic. That girl could be found anywhere. Peru. With their permission, of course, desperate gamers are public enemy number 1 when it comes to woke slop. Shit. Does he sleep with any of them? I don't know who he sleeps with, but there are 3. There are 3 that he can sleep with. He did sleep with yeah, I know he sleeps with 3. If you think number 3 is a bombshell, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, pretty much. Lara Croft with pixel boobs looks sexier than these bombshells. Dude, there's like, what, 2, like, nice comments in here? What do the quotes look like? Oh my god, dude. No way. What the fuck? This loser? I thought I had this guy blocked. Wait. So this idiot says, I'm cracking up. Watch them spin the narrative that this game is successful because they listened to gamers and made Bond a playboy, despite it always being the case if you watch any of the footage prior to its release. No, I don't think it was, and I don't think it was listening. I think the footage prior to release was not actually very good. The footage prior to release had bad angles and a chick bossing around fucking 007, which continues, by the way. The game's going to be successful. It's James Bond, and I think that's a mainstream enough thing right now where it's going to do okay. But I don't think it's going to do insane numbers. I do believe that I think it's going to do okay, but not great. It's just going to be, it released, some people liked it, it got some good scores. It'll be up for Game of the Year somewhere or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, dude. Men play video games for escapism and still have to deal with seeing women who have the most retarded tattoos imaginable. Dude, let me tell you, dude, this is just putting tattoos on your body that mean nothing. And so they put her in the game. We know a journalist like this, do we not? I do believe it. Yes, permabanned several times now, Polish tamales. Several times. I don't know. They keep making more. They can't give it up. Are they blue check again? No, not a blue check this time. No. I swear. Yeah, blocked. Why is this showing up? Why the fuck is this showing up in the quotes? Whatever. People have grown accustomed to ugly women in their media to a point where these are considered bombshells now. That's just sad. God damn. That's so true. That's so effing true. See, that is the thing. This is kind of where we've been led, where it's like, we've seen gaming, we've been talking about it, like what they do to women, what they do to the men, right? They emasculate men, they reduce women's femininity, and now this guy's over here calling this chick a bombshell. That's so funny. Oh boy, but is there a rhythm minigame where you F all the women simultaneously? If not, it's woke trash. This guy's a clown. This guy's a fucking clown. Can't read that. Asexual speedrun is gonna go hard. Okay. Because they're not attracted to the women. Gotcha. Alright. Flirting. What are you doing in my room? This guy is such a goofball, dude. Yeah, this Blue Thunder is a major goofball. Like, he keeps getting involved with these games. It's insane. Well, if you are not sold on James Bond, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shroud reacting to someone in the game.
I'm seeing someone awfully familiar right in front of me. Someone looks, dare I say, familiar? Bro.
Wow, guys, I think there's someone in front of me that looks familiar. Maybe I should go walk over there to the totally familiar person and talk to them.
That was
Fucking
insane.
Shroud.
You wrecked those guys. Like total surgical violence back there. Like,
Yeah, Hitman's so
I
much
mean
better.
it. You really kicked some serious ass.
Glad someone was entertained.
Yes,
Okay.
I love it. That's so good. Oh, sorry. Can I punch myself? Can I hit myself?
Not in this area. We can't have any violence.
I wish I was this good looking in real life. I wish.
Anyway, so yeah, Shroud's in the game. So I'm sure that sold you guys. You probably went out and bought the game right there. That's pretty bad, right? Yeah. The Shroud Entertainment. Like he's getting paid to play this game, and he obviously got paid to be in the game. But man, I just don't know why you would pay this guy to play these single player games, man. I don't know why you would watch him. Like, just you put him in the FPS and just watch him play. He's good. But as soon as he gets out of there, it's like, dude, this guy, he is as exciting to watch as like watching candle wax drip down a candle. It's pretty bad. But okay, now we've got some things going on now. Now with James Bond, we have the people calling it woke or slop or whatever crowd, right? This, we always have to deal with this stuff. It always happens. This is Cole Classic Cage calling out Yorch Torch and JDA, who are filleting each other. And this is just a thing they do on and off. It's a thing. It's a thing that we've been seeing. They do this a lot. Like, I've been seeing people quote tweet fandom polls on and off here, and I just always am like, why? Like, do you not know who these people are? They're kind of a joke. So Yorch worked for them for a little while and then left because they're a disaster. They're a mess. And JDA basically went in this whole thing against Master TDS where he was calling him all these anti-Semitic things. It was really gross. Really fucking gross. So, anyway, but they still are very, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best kind of shit, right? Well, this is Cold Classic Cage calling them out. Let's see if I open that right. Yeah, okay. This is the two biggest retards that try so hard to be involved in video games, but don't actually play video games. Clearly, they don't actually care about the future of this entertainment medium. All they do is grift, knowing that everyone knows they are outsiders. So, I will say this. So what's up, Gen T Maxi? Good to see you. I think Yorch isn't. He doesn't play games so much. He doesn't. But he did develop a game. He did. He worked on his own game. I wouldn't say he's a game dev. He has worked on and made a game. It was really basic, but it's something. It's more than I think a lot of people have done. It's something, right? But he likes to call himself a game dev, and of course, John does too, right? I think Yorch has some really bad takes from time to time, to be fair, but I also think he's very good at digging up information and presenting it in a way that it's easy to understand and you can get through it pretty good, right? But again, he had some really bad takes, and we're gonna look at some. Okay, let's look at this. Open this image now. What is she saying? Who is she calling out? Right? The industry is listening. Fandom Pulse. Oh my god. Okay, wait, hold on. We have to retweet that. We have to read this first. Fandom Pulse, which is like this fake kind of website that does gamer news, but they pretty much just make up news a lot. I mean, they'll have real news, but then they'll just make up a story, and then people will fall for it. And that's kind of the problem. That's the problem I have with them, is they're liars, right? So they'll use like actual stories that they'll steal stories from other people. Happens all the time. Steal information. They just got done stealing information from 40K Empress. They literally stole her video information from her video and wrote an article without crediting her. All they had to do is credit her, and they didn't. They do this shit all the time. Well, and then they'll float some bullshit like the whole fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 shit, okay? Where they tried to say that Hans in the game was underage when he wasn't, when he was clearly in his 20s. But then they tried to use a codex that was based on the real life information, where it's like you get to learn about the real life counterparts of the characters, where that was a young kid too older because they didn't have the actual birth date. They didn't know the birth date. But in the game, that is not the case. what they try to say, this was PDF and all this stuff, but they use this codex to push that false narrative. But once it was cleared up that that codex was not for the game and it was for the real life counterparts, and of course they changed it for the game, they would not back off of it. Even though it was pretty clear what happened, they continued to post that lie. They will post that lie to this day. They will still talk about it to this day. And one of the greatest things that happened from all that was JDA getting absolutely fucking dragged by Vavra, Daniel Vavra, okay? It was great. What's up, Toasty? So anyway, the JDA is the snake oil salesman of these people. He works with or owns Fandom Pulse, and he has John Trent there who does his dirty work too. Yorch kind of got tied up and mixed up with them for a bit and then left, got away, okay? Because I do believe he used the Master TDS thing to have a reason to escape, but he still stays somewhat tied with them, but no longer works for them. Anyway, so that's just a little catch up on how I saw that coming down the pipe and how we got to where we are today. This place, I just don't trust at all. Fandom Pulse, not at all. Anyone involved with it, I don't trust them. Anyway, so Fandom Pulse says, video game expert and developer Yorch Torch Games calls the new James Bond 007 First Light woke trash and elaborates on his points. Oh, God. The video game expert and developer. He made like this little like Python game, okay? I'm not knocking him. He learned how to do it. Great. I wouldn't necessarily say he's a dev like that, but okay, if you want to. But video game expert, I mean, I guess journalists do this. They like to name themselves, so it's of no surprise that Snake Oil Salesman JDA is doing the same thing that we see all the time in order to try to like claim some kind of like I don't know, like moral compass, moral victory, or like to lord over people from the ivory tower, right? So anyway, your quote tweets this, says, the industry is listening. Fandom Pulse, the leading newsletter on all things entertainment, has quoted my takes on 007 First Light. This is the back and forth filleting back and forth, okay? His takes are for his brand. It's part of the program classes he promotes. It's mainly for engagement. So he hangs too far extreme. He hangs to too far extreme takes to attract replies and engagement. Yeah, no, he hangs to them. Yes. So that I do believe he goes for engagement. But you can go for engagement and still be honest and still actually say what you think. Like that's what I do. If I post for engagement, what's the point of fucking social media if you're not looking for people to see what you're saying? Otherwise, what are you doing? I mean, I don't understand. That's why people go into replies, because they have something to say, they have some input or agreement or discourse or something, right? That is what it is. But don't be like, if he believes it, he believes it. But I hope he believes it. I don't believe it at all. Okay, woke trash, James Bond 007. From what I've seen, it's not. It has some issues there with the females, 100%. Totally agree. The woman boss situation is totally a thing in this, where one, you're getting bossed around by a woman the entire time. And two, I guess, the ending, a woman who's been pushing you around or leading you around by your little nose the entire time basically saves you and then turns on you and takes your shit and you lose. But in the end, you fucking lose. And your life was saved by a woman. Like, that is the 007 experience in this game. That is how it ends. And I do believe that that is not a good look. Not a good look for James Bond. Not a good look. And I think it sucks. So it makes me not want to play. Okay, it's stupid. Okay, let's be real. Anyway, so he says, yes, I know some tourists now are parading that hot scene, which is that one that I showed you too. Others are waving around the shill scores. I don't know who's really doing that. I don't believe. Again, we talk about these scores, but we are not waving them around like it's any kind of proof that the game's a good game, right? We all know better than that, right? Yes, we do. But that's all bait and switch. So I don't really understand bait and switch. So the hot scene's in there, right? There's a hot scene. The good-looking woman at the pool is in there. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's literally in there. So what does he mean bait and switch? I don't understand that. It's there. It's in the game. Okay? It's in the game. So it's not bait and switch. It is there. So I don't get that. That's a bad take. But of course, here's the snake oil salesman saying Yorch, being one of the most important figures in gaming, is leading the culture. Oh my God. I don't want anyone talking about me like this, right? It's one thing if you have a fan, an actual fan that's coming in and saying something nice about you, okay? It can happen. But this back and forth relating, and he does this to John Trent, saying how John Trent's the greatest. He does this to people who are in his corner because he fillets them up and down. It's gross. It's gross. Like, I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it, bro. I can't. It's nasty. It's gross to me. It turns me a big turnoff. Anyway, he's leading the culture, you guys. Airbag sycophants just keep getting mad, but that doesn't stop him from being right. Now, again, some of his points, Yorch's points, can make sense. But this is a guy who called Expedition 33 woke trash. And sticks by it to this day. It's not that he looked at Expedition 33 and was like, okay, no, it's not. How do I explain this? He still thinks that it's woke, but he says that gamers have spoken, so it's a hit and it's good. I don't, literally, I've seen this, okay? Look, modern gaming has a soy boy problem. Oh no, Yorch said Expedition 33 is woke. He did. And will to this day. And it's not. I don't know why, because there's some black people in it and it's Paris. But it's not Paris, okay? This is just not understanding the game. Oh no, Yorch said split fiction is feminist trash. Split fiction, because there's a white bad guy in it. And you play as women. Therefore, it's feminist trash. Split Fiction's an excellent game made by a guy, and the women in the game are based off his daughters. Okay? I don't think it's feminist trash. Not to mention, if you play the game, it doesn't seem to be that way. In fact, they do nothing but fight the entire time. Oh no, Yorch is calling 007 First Light woke. Yet my track record is impeccable. You just highlighted 2 reasons why it isn't. As a reason that it's impeccable. Are we kidding me? This is, I don't have an issue with Yorch generally, but he does this. And it's frustrating. And it hurts the actual argument that we would have against some things maybe in 007, because now this guy's saying it like this, in this way, extreme, right? Real players know that Western gaming is collapsing and needs to be rebuilt. 100%, of course. Yes, true. While tourists and activists simply can't handle the truth and get triggered by my takes. Now, I'm not worried about the takes again. Not too worried about it. Here we go. Same guy they call Expedition 33 woke trash, by the way. So what did he say? 007 First Light isn't a true James Bond game. I can't tell you that for sure. I've only seen a little bit of it. I can't tell you that for sure. I will say that it's a little too much gunplay, but at the same time, it's a video game. So it's like, do I expect it to be all stealth and, basically taking over enemy encampments quietly? No, because maybe that's not the gameplay that they're looking for. But maybe that would be more James Bondish, right? Smoozing your way into places, things like that. And like Hitman, without all the murders and all the killing, the way you play Hitman, to me, like the stealthing and like changing your outfit and doing all these things, to me, that is more of a James Bond type of gameplay that I would actually expect versus the straight up, you're just shooting all the time. Like, a lot of this is that. You can do some stealthing, but like some of the reviewers were even saying it's not a lot of that. It's mostly you're just shooting, right? You don't get to play the 255 mark. This is some 13-minute thing you watch. Who cares about that? That really doesn't matter. Then it's just a linear Move L experience. Climbing sections are marked with white paint. A game with such a lack of identity can't succeed commercially. So what he is talking about from this is the 13-minute basically game intro And the game intro, if anyone has ever seen any Uncharted game in the way that that starts, it starts off, it is more of a cinematic experience where it's almost like a tutorial where it's just kind of showing you how to shoot and you're running. And even Mass Effect 2 was like this in a way. Or was it 3? I can't remember. Anyway, where you're starting out and you're just basically going through a movie, right? That's it, right? And then the game opens up after that. So he's judging the entire game off this opening sequence that isn't really the video game. I mean, this isn't the video game. That's not how the video game's played. So I think right there, it just makes him look kind of bad. And I understand why people, like, he's getting a lot of flack for this take because he's looking at the wrong gameplay. Well, anyway, let's keep going because this is the gameplay, because here we will judge off the actual gameplay instead of whatever cinematic opening that he saw that isn't really the game. It's the opening, right? So this guy, Cade Onder, finished the game. Really liked the game. It says the 6 years wait was worth it, almost unbelievably so. Now, I will say this. I've watched this, and I'm going to give you some of my takes here. We're going to watch this here. So right away, you could see that he took out, like, whatever this thing is, it explodes, right? So there's a lot. This game does seem like it's really built on you using your surroundings, for sure. What's up, Mr. Ben Spastic? How's it going? Hello, Governor. Hello. Shoots whatever the hell that thing is. It explodes. Now you got this guy. He's going to rush him. Now there's a dude right here who he just bashed them both into an electric panel. Now, I don't know how this electric panel just... I mean, I would tell you right now, this would never happen. But okay, it's a video game. That's just not how those things work at all. But okay, video game. The little twist there with a shot in the shoulder, nice. And then you shoot him in the head. So I will say he had him in the grasp. So you get some just, by the way, just, I mean, like, he's grabbed, watch the grab. And he's just steering him. So he had to stop. He had to stop doing that because that guy was going to hit him. So at least he wasn't going to sit there and just watch. You could see that he could have grabbed this thing too right there, right? Now, I will say some of these animations are pretty bad. Watch him kidney punch the guy. Really weak. It's like he's like, there you go. There you go. Like that is a really poor animation. What the fuck is that? And that. How long can that last? But he put him in a fan. That was another area kill, I guess. So a lot. See, all the gunfire, lots of gunfire. Clearly, you've done something and you've woken up the whole area. I don't know how much of this can be stealth, but again, people are like, the stealth is pretty minimal. So they're rushing upstairs and grabbing people and then shooting the explosive across, dude. You want to know what game this really reminds me of that I played start to finish? But I just had to do it. Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws is a lot like this, although this, I will say, the animations are smoother, but where you rush the guys to grapple them because that is the easiest way to take care of things, and you have the most options, and you can kill them a lot faster. This reminds me so much of that. And then across are the guys, and you shoot across the hallway where you have no way to get them. There's a red can, you shoot it and it explodes and kills them. I'm telling you, this scene is almost there's almost the exact type of game, like level, in Star Wars Outlaws right here.
I've got visual. There.
Dude, what the hell? He just, I don't know, he didn't even care about that. He didn't care about that. Again, the grapple and push. Did he just hack that or something from a distance? I don't even know. It's kind of hard to tell what he was really doing. He had to reload the gun, so instead of that, he threw it. So I do like that there's a lot of, like, again, environmental kills. You're using your gun, you're throwing it at them. I mean, you have a lot of options.
It's down to me.
He's hacking them in some way, which I don't understand how that works, but okay.
Really didn't want to have to do that.
And then all the stuff just blows up randomly, and the game is over, and the mission's over. I mean, it just reminds me of Star Wars Outlaws, except smoother. Star Wars Outlaws was very, very clunky. Very, very clunky. This at least looked a little smoother, but man. Here's a little more gameplay for it. The gameplay is tremendous. I was surprised by how well IO nailed the gunplay in melee combat, because that's never been their strong suit. Some of the most fun action gameplay I have seen in a while. This guy's really glazing it. He really liked it. I mean, again, the gameplay looks all right. It does. You get a little slowdown effect there. I feel like he knew that was there because he's played this level a couple times and died.
I'm out. Buy me time.
You get a little takedown action. I mean, this game seems to have a lot of attack types. For sure. But the story is where it seems to have some issues, where he does kind of backseat to the woman agent, which is just like, come on, man. Like, why are we doing that? We don't, like, this is James Bond. He's supposed to be the hot shit. Even though, again, we're starting over, you know, this is the young Bond. Like, at what point can he just be the hot shit? He can't be. He's not allowed. And it was 6 years for that. We gotta wait, another 4 or 5 years to get a hot shit Bond? What are we doing? Will it have the bugs? You mean features Star Wars Outlaws? Dude, Star Wars Outlaws was so fucking glitchy. It was unbelievable. There were so many people that were just frozen in place. It was insane. This game looks way too easy. No wonder the journals loved it. See, I think this is the case. Because when we go back and look at this again, I mean, there's lots of stuff. Like, look at your health right here. Oh, I'm take me off. Look at the health. It just filled up. Okay. At least I think that's the health. Unless that's the health. No, this is guns. I don't fucking know what the health is. It says your energy. I would think that's the health. Not really losing much. And some of it just went down. I don't think he gets shot. I don't fucking know, dude. And then it just went up again. I think he's building up energy for this stuff. Dude, I have no idea. Is this the health? Where's the health? There's gunfire everywhere. I'm not seeing anything going down. He just got hit. It's this. But it just went down. Now I don't know. I have no idea, dude. So, I don't understand this ability he's using, because he's just staring at it. It doesn't look like he's using anything on a watch. He's just making the tank explode. Where the fuck is the health? Is it this? I have no idea.
Guess it's down to me.
Intel gave you the new Star Wars game with a new processor buy. They claimed it was $130 value. Oh my god, did they give you the season pass version? They did. They gave you that season pass version. So anyway, that's James Bond gameplay. It does look super easy. And I think you might be onto something. Like, that is why the journals love it, because it looks easy. Yeah. It is easy. I bet it's easy, but a lot's going on, so they think they're doing great. Meanwhile, how many bullets did we see miss 007 right there in that gameplay? They're missing all over the place. So it makes you feel like a badass. Then a woman bosses you around and makes you feel like a dumbass. Then she beats you after she saves you. So, I mean, the humiliation fetish is in the game. So maybe that is what the journals are all about. They get the humiliation fetish. They have the that could be what it is. And it just has a humiliation fetish, so they're happy. And the easiness. Overall, I would say the game's not a woke game. as like a woke like problem game. I think it's got some issues, but I think overall the game looks somewhat tuned. Like when I think like something's woke and broken because of it, I think Marathon. I do. Like I feel like even though that game doesn't have like you wouldn't look at it and be like, oh man, woke trash, right? But to me it is, and it is because the people who worked on it, the character designs, the overall designs come from those character designs and the people who designed them, which is why it has that horrendous palette that just to me just screams LGBTQ like everywhere. And the game overall is ugly. The character designs, guys, in Marathon is just so bad, dude. It looks like the game's playing itself. Like, to me, that game's woke coded and woke broke the game. Even though it's not like LGBTQ all over the place, I feel like every little bit of it just screams it. And it's sloppy. And it's not even good, right? Like, people say how great the gunplay is. The gunplay is so basic in Marathon's unbelievable. There's no bullet drop, dude. Anyone can make a game like that where there's no bullet drop, so the guns just shoot straight. That's all that game is. And as far as an extraction shooter goes, it fails as an extraction shooter. It's not even a good extraction shooter. The game itself is slop. People are like, what's slop about it? How about the fact that it's not even a good extraction shooter? How about the fact that it can't even outperform or perform close to actual extraction shooters which it's competing against? And you want to say how niche it is. You want to say how niche extraction shooters are. How come it can't even compete against Hunt Showdown? How come it can't even compete against Arena Infinity or whatever the hell it's called? It's because the game's not good, because you had the wrong people there, because you have Bungie there, which is the queer-coded company that makes everything that way and has LGBTQ throughout the freaking ranks. It's run like that as a business. So of course they've made something that failed. Now, if they made Destiny 3, would it be a good game? I don't know. But I bet it would have sold better. I mean, there you go. It would have sold better. And they wouldn't be in the bad shape that they are in now. But again, the characters, man. The characters finished Marathon before it released. It did. You think just like Hitman, the higher difficulty, the more tactical you have to be, thus harder. Hitman as professional. I suspect this has 007 really hard mode. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the modes are for it. I don't know if it, like some games you have to unlock them. But yeah, I'm not sure. But Hitman's not easy even on low. I mean, let's be real. Hitman, you have to think your way through that game anyway. You just don't have to be so careful because you don't get so quickly fucked up in the less difficult versions, but your plan can break pretty quick, even on the easier version, easier levels. Whereas the difficult levels, it becomes very difficult. It does. Yeah, I don't know what the difficulty settings are on this. Let's look it up. Let's see, 007 First Light difficulty. So they have novice, which is easier, more forgiving. Intended, the balanced recommended default. And purist, the toughest challenge with scarce resources. Okay. And there's also a story mode variant. There you go. Dan Takahashi difficulty. So there's 4, including story mode. Well, we were just talking about Marathon, so let's talk a little bit more about it and Destiny, because those two are related, let's be real. The fact Bungie just recently announced that they're basically abandoning Destiny 2. They're not going to be releasing anything more for it after their next big update, and they're done with it, right? I mean, it'll basically go into basically maintenance mode, right? Where if they have to touch something truly broken, they will, but the chance of it actually like getting an actual update, like actual like balance fixes, things like that, is pretty much done. It's not happening, right? That's not going to happen unless there's a serious issue that arises and they put a few devs in to fix it. But anyway, Destiny 2 coming to an end. And there's been a lot of people coming to grips with this, and a lot of people coming to grips with it in a very, very strange way. And we're going to be going through quite a bit of this Destiny Marathon pushback It's more like a seesaw because there's people all over the place that are just trying to push Marathon now. Like it's the answer to Destiny 3 when it's just not, right? You have people that are telling me that, one, they weren't interested in making Destiny anymore. They were sick of Destiny. So it was never going to happen, so they were making Marathon. And if you want any chance at Destiny 3, you better support Marathon. I'm like, well, you just told me they're not interested in making Destiny. So fuck it. Like, I don't need Destiny. I don't need it. Okay? Destiny, I will just say this. Destiny 3 is not going to happen. There will be no Destiny 3. Not by Bungie as we know it today. If Destiny 3 happens, it's going to be by PlayStation Games, or they're going to sell the IP. Which one will it be is really the only question. I don't think they're going to outsource this to anyone. I think this thing is getting sold, or they're going to pull it into PlayStation Games and have other people make it. And it's quite a ways off. As we know right now, at least at Bungie, Destiny 3 is not in any type of production. Okay? And yeah, GeoFrog, this is the thing, right? The only way Destiny 3 happens is by voting with your wallet, don't support or play Marathon. The only way... It's kind of strange, right? Like, will that work? Will it work? Because that could sink Bungie. And people are like, that would be terrible. That would Thanos snap Bungie. Okay, and who cares? It doesn't matter. Destiny 3 existing does not hinge on Marathon because Bungie is owned by Sony. I don't know how else to say it. Sony does not need Bungie in order to make Destiny. They don't. They can absorb Bungie, and Bungie becomes PlayStation Games, or basically gets absorbed into it, and then they can just make Destiny 3. They do not require Bungie at all. It's not needed. They can go and take that Destiny IP and they can say, holy shit, like we just spent $3.6 billion. We've already devalued Bungie by $765 million. Over $750 million. It's worth less since we bought it. We screwed this up. They can sell it. They can sell Destiny for what, $1.5 billion? Right? Probably something like that. $1 billion. I mean, let's be real. The amount that they paid for Bungie was what they believed Destiny was worth, which is, you know, a whole nother topic to talk about why did you buy Bungie knowing they were already working on this Marathon game when you know they're worth Destiny money. Destiny is why you bought them. But you're like, yeah, we're going to buy you even though your next game is Marathon. Because that was not greenlit by Sony, folks. They bought them while they were already making Marathon. Understand this. Someone at Sony said, that's fine. Let's spend all this money and do it. Let's do the thing with the extraction shooter. Insane. It's just so mind-boggling how dumb these corporations are. And this is, by the way, it is Bungie's fault. People are like, oh, it's 60% Sony, 40% Bungie. Oh, no. It is 100% Bungie's fault. They're the ones who said, let's make an extraction shooter. Let's do this Marathon thing. Let's make that our next game. Let's reduce our plans and all that. And on Destiny 2, let's roll that back internally, but not tell the players as they're delaying again expansions and updates. That is Bungie's decision. They did that. The only decision PlayStation made was to buy them. Remember, PlayStation, Sony, did not get involved with the Marathon situation until they had enough last year, and they stepped in to make sure that game could release, because that was a development hell game. And the reason it was development hell, because of the art theft and all that, but I also think they also saw how bad people were actually looking at the game when they had that beta test. Remember, they had that beta test, not Server Slam, that first thing, the alpha or beta, whatever the hell. They knew at that point it was in major trouble. That's when they stepped in. It's not Sony's fault. They did not interfere with Bungie, and they should have. And that part's their fault, that they did not stop them. Okay? They did not stop them. And you don't think Bungie saw Arc Raiders coming? No, no one did. No. So that's the thing. People are like, oh, they did this because Arc Raiders was so popular. No, they did not. No, that doesn't even make sense. You know why? Because they've been making Marathon since 2019. 2019, 3 years before Sony bought Bungie, they were making Marathon. It was well into development. They knew what that game was going to be. They knew the idea. They knew all of it. And Sony said, yeah, we're going to buy that. We're going to buy that. And I just don't understand their plan with the Destiny situation. You should be releasing expansions with Destiny 2. You should be getting Destiny 3 also. And you have plenty of developers at Bungie. You can do two things at once. You can. In fact, part of the problem with Marathon, I think, is too many cooks in the kitchen anyway. Right? And you have a lot of devs on Destiny 2. You can do more than one thing at once. Anyway, little side rant on how insane it was to even do this, to buy Bungie without Destiny 3 on the table, ready to go. Like, that wasn't even their plan. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Anyway, yeah, they're cooked. Bungie's cooked. I mean, honestly, there's going to be no saving Marathon. It's not a game worth saving. The game isn't very good. As an extraction shooter, it's not a very good extraction shooter. It just isn't. The way that they did the extraction on that game, on its own, in the open, in dumb areas, and the actual maps outside of like one are bad. Okay, the characters are ugly. The game's a live service game that needs to survive on selling skins, and you've created ugly characters. I mean, your canvas is bad. Like, what are you? You're so stupid. Well, anyway, Pirate Nation says many Bungie developers reportedly had no idea Destiny 2 was about to stop receiving future updates. They didn't even know this was going to happen. They had no clue, okay? According to several reports, many employees were actively working on new content when the announcement was made public, and most of the studio learned of it at the same time as players. Now, I have looked up and checked because there are mass layoffs coming. They announced this. There's going to be massive layoffs coming at Bungie. We've been saying since before Marathon released that it was going to flop. It flopped. And we say there's going to be mass layoffs. When the mass layoffs happen, ladies and gentlemen, that is when it becomes Concord 3. That is when the prophecy is fulfilled and Concord 3 is complete, because that's exactly what we said was going to happen with this one. This is how it's a Concord like. Marathon will destroy Bungie, and that is how it will Concord that studio. And of course, it's another Sony game. So, I mean, there you go. Sony's just going to have two of the Concords out of the trio, whereas Highguard was its own thing. And Concorda 2, it's right out of here. Anyway. So yeah, they were literally making content for Destiny 2 when they found out they were going to stop receiving future updates. So they were doing busy work while the bigwigs at some point must have known, but how could they not know this was coming? I mean, they even pulled devs off this team and put them on Marathon. And that is because the PvE mode is going to save it. People keep telling me, "Oh no, don't worry, Marathon's going to have PvE mode in Season 2. Dude, PvE mode is the second half of Season 2, okay? We're a month and a half to 2 months away from PvE mode getting released. That's not going to be there at Season 2 release, folks. That's down the road. There's no releasing Season 2 into PvE modes there. That's not happening. I think a lot of people think that's happening. It's not. That's the second half, and I don't even know when in the second half of Season 2 that's happening. And you think that's going to happen? It's going to save the game? You'll see a little spike in that weekend bump. You're going to see that weekend bump that they never really see. A last weekend bump, by the way. Yikes. It's bad. We'll look at it. So anyway, the reports claim Bungie leadership has already decided internally to end active development earlier this year, while some teams continued building future Destiny 2 content. What assholes. And the reason this happens, they have these people working on Destiny 2 content that will never see the light of day. And you know why they have that? Business as usual? So we don't know. Because if they start pulling them off and like putting them on another project and all that stops, that will get out. So they have these dudes getting paid $120,000, maybe $150,000 a year. These high-end devs that Bungie's paying, they pay these people working on nothing. Understand. working on things that will never see the light of day, busy work, blowing through even more money, that making things that aren't going to be used just to keep up appearances. Bungie confirmed Destiny 2 will remain online and playable after its final major update, June 2026, which is going to happen right around Marathon's release. Do you understand what the Steam numbers are going to look like, Marathon versus Destiny 2, when Destiny 2 gets that release? Right now, it's bad for Marathon. Right now, it's getting beat every single day. Close to doubled up, if not actually fully doubled up. On Steam, okay, it's getting doubled up by Destiny 2. That's crazy. It's wonderful. I love it. And they're going to focus on Marathon, a game that lost almost all its players and is now even more hated by Bungie fans. The game has its days counted. I would say it absolutely has its days counted. Well, now let's look at them. Let's refresh. How are we doing today on Marathon? Oh my God. Look at us. We're up at 10K. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see the weekend here? Look at this. Can you find a weekend in here? Anyone find a weekend? Where's the weekend? Remember this thing called the weekend bump that's supposed to happen? You remember it? You can't see it at Marathon. It doesn't exist. There was nothing. Holiday weekend, okay? A holiday weekend. And there's no bump? Are you kidding me? People had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. This is America. This game's being played in America, by the way. People are playing this in America. It's not global. People are not playing this in China. They're not playing it in Australia. They're playing in the United States and in the freaking Western Hemisphere because it's the only place anyone will touch this game. Here's Wednesday. Here's Thursday. Thursday was the biggest day, just over 12,000. Again, way under 15K. We're not touching 15K. It's not touching it. And then it had less on, this is Friday. Saturday, even less. Sunday, even less. Monday, did it beat Sunday? It was close, very close. Very, very, it's like literally just numbers away. Just numbers lower. 11,023, 11,035. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. This is Marathon. This is it. Look at that. Holy crap. But let's go look at Destiny. How's it doing? 18,511 right now. Can you see the weekend bump? This, I always talk about this. Highguard did the same thing that we're seeing over here with Marathon, where the weekend bump would go Friday and then go down, right? And for this one, it's Thursday because that's when Cryo comes out. Remember, it's consistently happens like this, where Thursday or Friday is Marathon's biggest day. Consistently, again and again. Not Saturday, not Sunday. This is a horrible sign for your online live service game. We have over here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, holiday. Big, bigger and bigger. That is what you want to see. That is a successful game. That is a game with a active community. That is what it looks like. You want to see something crazy? Let's compare it to Marathon. Let's look. We'll look at right on top of each other. I'm going to zoom way in because it can go zoom way out first because, yeah, going way out here. There you go. The green one's Marathon, by the way. The green one is Marathon, by the way. Look at that. Marathon, again, let's go 3 months. Look at Marathon. Just the release all the way down, and then boom. It's been getting passed since the 17th of May. And then with the announce of the closure, everyone's jumping back in the game. This is absolutely insane. It is getting doubled up on some days, okay? This is Marathon circling a drain. A drain it doesn't know it's in. People forget Sony is Japanese and that punishes failures. Well, yes and no. There's Sony America now, and that is really the publisher here. It's not really Japan. Their father company is Japanese, but there is Sony America. That is my understanding of it. But it's Sony US. This is awful. So a lot of people again calling for season 2. Season 2 the revival, season 2 the revival, or we see some really crazy stuff. Oh, the math. We forgot about the math. This is what I forgot. Oh, yes. So this was the other day where I was comparing these two. We had 11,000 versus 18,000. It looks a little like today, okay? But the numbers are so much worse than this. Not only is Destiny beating Marathon right here on Steam, it's making it look bad, dude, okay? It's dog walking it, right? That is what's happening. But remember this. 60 to 70% of all Destiny 2 players are on console. It might even be more, by the way, but the reported numbers are right around 20-ish% are on PC, okay? So I put 60 to 70% are all Destiny 2 players on console. But so we're seeing about 30% of the players here. This is about 30% of the entire players in Destiny, right, that are online. Well, on Marathon, 67% of the players are on Steam. These are confirmed numbers, by the way. That is confirmed, and this is very likely, as many reports have always come out, very right around. It's right around here, right? Very close. Which means that Marathon has about 16,000 players across all platforms at this time, while Destiny's seeing 46,000 across all platforms. Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers. There you go. It's getting crushed by Destiny 2. Crushed. So right now, if we just go look at these numbers, we got about 10,000 here. This is 70%. So you just add about, let's say about another 3,000. It's got about 13.6 online across all platforms. Okay, that's Marathon. Where if we go look at Destiny 2, we've got 18,000 right here. And we'll just do a really quick 18,500. We'll just say this is divided by 3 times 10. 61,660. Ooh, the devil's number. Anyway, it's got right around 61,000 people online versus 13,000. And that's if 30% of that's if this represents 30% of the entire player base, which it's something like that. It could even be 25. It could even be more than that. It could be closer to 70,000. That's how much of an ass kicking that Destiny 2 is giving Marathon right now. This game is the one they're pulling the plug on. It hasn't even gotten its June update yet. These numbers will go up. These numbers are going to go up too when it hits Season 2, but I'm telling you right now, we're going to see around. This is my prediction. I think the absolute ceiling it's going to see in Season 2 is 40,000. I think it's likely it's closer to 30, and then it just kind of goes back down again. And we're just going to see that really sharp decline after 1 week, and then it's going to be that trickle. It's going to look a lot like this. That first 1 week drop. See, this is like the 1 week boom, and then it's going to be this just slow decline again, where it just trickles away, and everyone just blames the fact that there's a wipe. The wipe is going to kill this game. And this is when I talk about Marathon being slop. This is another part of the reason. They don't understand extraction shooters. They really thought when they were making this game, and they never corrected themselves, that wipes were inherent to extraction shooters. That is not correct at all. That's something Tarkov does, and they did that while they were testing, which is why it stayed. People got accustomed to it, and they just expected it. That does not make an extraction shooter. Wipes are not required, okay? On Arc Raiders, and that's the biggest extraction shooter that you can really mention, they don't do wipes like this. They're completely optional, and you have to work up to them. So you have to do that whole extraction or wipe thing where I forget what they call it. It's a voyage or whatever. I forget the actual name. Expedition. Where you get all the pieces and all the parts and you build up for the expedition. And then if you do the expedition, you lose all your stuff. Although now I guess you're going to keep a couple pieces that you want. So you lose all that stuff. But then you get some bonuses for percentages like leveling up again. And I don't even know all the bonuses, but there's a few little bonuses there. But then there's other games where they don't do this wipe thing. You go look at Hunt Showdown. That's very similar. Where we talk about the wipe that they do on there is, again, that is optional. right? You rank up your character, you get your character way, way up, and you can do this wipe. But while you're going, you get these, you basically buy hunters, right? You're individually buying hunters. They all have names. They come with weapons. You can put other weapons on them, etc. But you get these hunters, and then you go use them, and they start leveling up as you're doing your runs and extracting. But when they die, they're dead. They're gone. That's your so you'll wipe your inventory, right, for that hunter. It's gone. That is how they do their wipes. And then once you level all the way up, you can wipe yourself all the way down if you want. So for some reason, Marathon, Bungie, and all their infinite superiority with their brain power, they thought it was required to have wipes. It's not. What a horrible thing to build into your game. It's a mistake. James Bond can't outgay Marathon. Love watching these bad games fail. Today's developers deserve everything that's happening. Michael, you are correct. And this is why I root for games to fail. Because they deserve it. Because of the things that they're trying to push on us. When you look at Marathon and the characters, it just screams transcoded. It's transcoded, man. How could you look at those characters and think that's not androgynous crap? You can tell me they're shells all you want. How many times have we seen robots be attractive in video games? They do it. It's not impossible. What are you doing? And you have to sell skins. What are you thinking? You have to sell skins for this game. And you're going to make ugly characters? Are you insane? And you'd have people trying to tell me how sick it is? It's not. It's fucking terrible. So, and then you get this guy. Now, this is the discourse that's going on here. Is there's people purposely not understanding things, and then there's people who really think that Destiny 3 can exist if Marathon succeeds, which is, it's not the case. And there's no reason you should have to ever root for a game to get the thing that you think you want. But meanwhile, it's the people who made Marathon who are going to give it D3. Do you really want that? Do you really want that Destiny 3? Do you really want that? Well, this guy, this Rook guy who I see from time to time, says, I will never understand how people convince themselves that Marathon flopping would somehow magically lead to Destiny 3. Well, I already explained it how. Okay? It's because Destiny is not Bungie's. It's Sony's. Sony will take it and they will make it happen. With someone else in PlayStation Gaming, they'll absorb Bungie, or they can sell off Destiny and someone else will make Destiny 3. We are many years away from Destiny 3, no matter what happens, right? We are many years away. And hopefully they sell it to a place that's not some Western dev, but who really knows what's going to happen with that. That's always a worry. We shall see. I will say this. Let's see. There's, I think someone replied to me in here with some information. No. God damn it. Yeah. There was one somewhere where someone linked a video and it was wild, bro. It was the gay stuff in Destiny 2. It's like, Jesus Christ. I don't think it was on this one. So anyway, this guy purposely misunderstands the argument, although at the same time, I do believe that this is possible. But most people aren't saying to kill Marathon to lead to Destiny 3. I think for the most part, people are just done with Bungie anyway. I do, for the most part, feel like that's the way. And this guy is not alone. I have seen, again, all these somewhere between 200 to 1,000 follower accounts are pushing this exact same message. I am seeing it absolutely everywhere. Listen to this, okay? Destiny fans might not want to hear it, but if you really want to see Bungie get a green light for Destiny 3, you should maybe support Marathon as opposed to shitting on it and review bombing it. Can you imagine saying this? So here's this thing you don't like, and you don't like it for very, very valid reasons, because the game, I mean, has many, many faults. It's not a good extraction shooter. The gunplay is very basic. Okay, you might like it because it's Bungie gunplay, but I don't find it all that great. And you got ugly characters, you have ugly world design, you have these insane colors that, I mean, Jesus Christ. You have some parts that are kind of nice, but for most part, it's trash. And so, you don't like it. Now, this guy's saying you should support it because you want maybe Destiny 3 to happen. When? You just had Sony and Bungie prove to us that they only support one game at a time, right? This game came out 2 months later, they've ended support of Destiny 2. Destiny 1 released, they supported it. Until Destiny 2 came out, they ended supporting Destiny 1. Marathon came out, they ended supporting Destiny 2. They only support one game at a time. So you're telling me that in order to see Destiny 3 when, we have to support Marathon. Until when? How long does this have to go on? How many years do they plan to support this shit? Are you kidding me? I don't want Destiny 3, not from Bungie. Not from Bungie, no I do not. It's not gonna, again, this is not Bungie anymore. I mean, they've proven it, right? No, I do not. Let's see. I really want to see. Oh God. This is the greatest. So this is, if anyone's seen Homelander, how he gets finished. I'll effing suck your dick. You want me to eat shit? I'll eat your effing shit. I do believe Polish Tamales made this. Someone else posted it. I didn't know Polish Tamales made it, but holy shit, fucking nailed it, bro. Absolutely great meme. Killer. Absolute killer. But yeah, the cope is absolutely fucking insane. Another marathon cope. Must be day it ends in Y. You can't hate these delusional retards hard enough. Yeah, pretty much. Marathon, what's that? Bungie, here's money. Wow, Marathon. Yeah, meanwhile, me. Meanwhile, my Steam library right here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So what's up? Yeah, then people saying it's paid promotion because they're all saying the same thing. It's absolutely insane. I've seen this, and I've seen Paul Tassi. This Paul Tassi. God damn it, Paul. Paul, you keep letting me down. Okay. The reality is that now, more than ever, people should want Marathon to win. If it can thrive, it can expand in interesting ways. It can give Bungie runway and leeway with Sony for future projects. It's all upside if you want more Bungie games or even more Destiny. Marathon dying from here just doesn't help anyone. Though that does not mean I'm going to just cheerlead if things don't turn around. So Ball is all over the place with Marathon. I don't know what to think. When he first started playing the game, he said he did not like it. It did not jive with him. Then it released and he was sucking its freaking balls, bro. Like he was guzzling. And then all of a sudden, it's got issues. Which way? Which way, dude? Okay, what? Because it became popular to not like Marathon, all of a sudden you could actually say what you really thought? Dude, you didn't like Marathon. You didn't. And then you cheerleaded it. Absolutely ridiculous. But this take is horrible. This is a terrible take. Another terrible take from Paul Tassi, who has endless terrible takes, it seems. Once in a while, it seems like he's coming around. Then terrible take. I'm like, never mind. And we've already gone, why this is bad. Why this is a bad idea. You do not support the slop. Do not root for the slop. Do not root for games you don't like. It doesn't make any sense. To be blessed with maybe Destiny 3 down the road, more Destiny or more Bungie games, who cares? Who cares about more Bungie games at this point? They've proven they don't understand customers and that they're more than happy to pull the rug out from under them. And I said, no, Paul, there's no reason to root for Marathon because that would be rooting for Bungie. They've already proven that they're fine with rug pulling their customers. Now Bungie's getting rug pulled. They released Marathon and the people just watch instead of buying it. This is beautiful, by the way. Wonderful to see. I love it. This is great. Watching them just believe because they were releasing another Bungie game, people were just going to buy it, but everyone looked at it and be like, dude, no. Like, no. One, that's not what we want. Two, it looks bad, dude. It's ugly. It's ugly. It's not a good extraction, and extractions are niche as it is. And you didn't even win the niche extraction shooter, people. That's how bad Marathon is. And I said, this is how we fix gaming. People are actually starting to get it. Well, except for the industry shill, which is Paul. Or all the shills, really. Let's be real. If Bungie's has balls, they're transgender. Well, you could be onto something. I'm not going to say no. And then you got this guy, Hutch. This guy, dude. So they've made the announcement for season 2 begins June 2nd. Don't really care. It's not a great video. Hutch says, I hope they go free to play for the first couple of weeks of this new season because they need to onboard a lot more players. Game's great. Deserves a much bigger base. A lot of people absolutely pay the $40 when the free to play period ends. Has this guy forgotten? Like, has he forgotten? Remember the server slam? It was right before release, like a week before release, and we knew the game was going to die because everyone stopped playing that. People downloaded the server slam. They played the game, Hutch. They played the game that was releasing, and they said no. Millions of people got on for the server slam, for sure. Millions. And almost none of them bought the game. Hutch, this is embarrassing. What an embarrassing post. That's embarrassing, bro. I said, why would they pay $40 to keep playing Marathon when the people who already paid $40 stopped almost immediately? Yeah, that weekend really enticed you. I'd play the free weekend and I just shut it off. And then I said, he forgot there was a server slam and the people played. They did not buy it. And that's the whole thing. There was a server slam, Hutch. Hello. Hello, Hutch. Hello. How many of the 305,000 followers? He got 600 likes. Does he have a following? No, they won't. People already looked at the game for free during the server slam. They noped out. I don't think the server slams would be good predictors of 2-week. Wait, what? Free to play period with a ton of advertising. Oh my god, dude. They had streams where they were promoting the server slam coming. They had announcements. They had advertising about the server slam. People showed up and played the game. What is he talking about? Yeah, what is he? I don't think the server slam would be good predictors of a 2-week free-to-play period with a ton of advertising. So he wants 2 whole goddamn weeks of free-to-play. First of all, that's not going to happen. But even if it did, that's more than enough to play Marathon and be done for a season. I'll be honest with you right now. You don't have to play more than that anyway. Why would you want to go spend $40 when you can turn it off and come back next season when they do the same thing? This would never happen. Maybe that would work halfway through the season when they do the PvE thing. That could work. But not in the beginning of season 2. This would be a huge mistake. I mean, there's a reason this guy isn't working over there, I guess. Moron, it had a beta. We tried it, shrugged, and then moved on because we don't want to play an extraction shooter. The game is exactly the player base it deserves, and it's only downhill from here based. It's not that serious, mate. Dude. You're not going to come in here with this lukewarm, bad fucking Marathon take and not take heat, bro. Are you kidding me? Come on, dude. Yeah, you deserved it. You deserve the heat a little bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. Polish tamales. Saying, you do not need to bite into a piece of shit and finish eating it to know it's shit. That's my response to anyone that expects me to spend XXX plus hours into a shit game like Marathon. Yeah. Same. I played the server slam. I gave it my hours. I knew pretty much right away that it wasn't very good. It felt pretty bad, but I'm like, I'll give it a chance. Played it. Gave it a few hours. And I said, this is not even a good extraction. I am one of those niche extraction shooter players. I like them. I like Dark and Darker. Okay? This is not even a good extraction shooter, bro. It's not. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes with this. It's over. Polish tamales, 100% based here. Correct. So that is the situation, my friends, with Destiny versus Marathon. The battle rages on because the Destiny people are not having it. As you can see, they said totally F you. They have returned to Destiny 2. It is outperforming Marathon by double. And more than that, that's just on Steam. And then by what? Quadruple the players across all platforms. It's getting smoked. All right. The message is being sent right now to Sony. What players want. They don't want Marathon. They don't want it. And we'll see where the new season brings it. But I have a really good feeling that the Destiny 2 update will bring far more players than Marathon will. On Steam alone, and then across all platforms, it's going to smoke it, bro. It's going to smoke it. Meanwhile, that's the game they don't want to support anymore. Big mistake. And you're going to be crying at the end. That's all I have to say about that. What else I have to say? Just a little thing real quick about Blizzard. Now, this is from Libs at TikTok. I don't know if this has been sourced, but I would imagine this gets sent to them. I don't even know. But so someone at Blizzard or on Blizzard Games, right, was penalized for having a gamer tag that said JD Vance after they were mass reported by players. They claimed it violated vulgarity and hate speech code of conduct policies, which I find interesting. But let's go ahead and look at this. So, let's see, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, which I believe you should allow all sorts of hatred and hate speech in Vessel of Hatred. Am I wrong? Okay, am I wrong? I feel like it should be allowed. You're playing Diablo. There's a devil in it. Lilith is like one of the main people you deal with. Your fellow players report your inappropriate user-generated name multiple times. So it wasn't even things he said in the game. JD Vance was modified. They actually took the name JD Vance and changed it. They wouldn't let them use the name JD Vance. This just shows you, like, the Satan worshippers that play Diablo can't deal with JD Vance in the game. You're not sure what is JD Vance, but that is funny. I'll show you who JD Vance is. He's the Vice President of America. If you're not familiar with American politics, this is why. He's Donald Trump's Vice President. He's this man. He's every man. He's this meme. He's great. A lot of people refer to him as 48 because they'll think he'll be the next president. But yeah, there you go. So if you're not familiar with the Vice President of the United States, that's him. That's JD Vance. Okay? This is young JD Vance. This is, looks like very blue-eyed JD Vance. This is JD Vance making fun of his meme. Yeah, so anyway. So that's what it took to get banned for hate speech on Blizzard. Vessel of Hatred. I just find that so strange. Yeah, so they reported the username, the actual username. Here it says right here, the username, and they modified JD Vance as a result. As the owner of this account, you're responsible for all actions associated with it. We will only overturn penalties if there is evidence of a compromised account or similar extenuating circumstance. So basically, it is what it is. They're not allowed to be JD Vance anymore. Now, it would be one thing if they're named JD Vance, but they were saying crazy shit in the chat. But it does not look like that is the case. It looks like they were just getting reported for their name. And they upheld the reports. That is crazy. Meme Vance is awesome too. I love Meme Vance. The fat little like cherub Vance, or it looks like a Oompa Loompa. Yeah, I don't know how the snowflakes cope with real life and everything offends them. Like, how can you? Oh, that guy's name is JD Vance in the game. Let's report it. Oh my god, dude, he offends me. He offends me. This offends me. He's offending me right now. Report him. All right, this one's in the wrong place. We're going to get rid of this. All right, guys. Now, I have 2 clips, and I really, really need you guys to buckle up because these will both blow your mind for very, very different reasons. They're going to blow your mind. So prepare for one of the craziest cleanses you've ever seen. Now, I need you to pay attention to this. Pay attention. We got the girl in white shooting free throws.
So I'm going to do my best to remain calm right now.
Okay, she missed.
I have seen it all.
Okay, it's been rebounded to the girl in purple, who is now shooting it into the net.
Up the wrong way.
That the girl in white was just shooting free throws into. So remember, she missed the free throw. It's been rebounded and passed over here to the blonde girl, who then goes and shoots it into their own goal. Now, all the teams have now suddenly suffered some kind of brain aneurysm as the girl in white has come down, and now they're taking the ball, and now they are going to take the ball the wrong way down the court. They're going the wrong way. They were just shooting in the other basket.
So white is going this way right now. This is real. Purple gets
This
the
is
rebound.
real.
They take a layup.
How?
Wrong way.
How does it have everyone's brain broke? How does the ref not stop him? Be like, yo.
This is astonishing. This isn't AI.
And then she fucking bricks it. It's because time was running out, so they just lost their minds? What? This is terrible. It's horrible. This one is from Autism Capital saying bird autism is definitely one of the best forms of autism. What a legend. I have to make sure I have this up. I really want you guys to hear this.
All right. The first one is the...
Okay, you can hear that good, right? I think you can. This kid is a goddamn legend. Listen to this.
All right. The first one is the creepy sound of the common loon. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go.
That kid just made a loon sound. He's not done.
All right. I'm gonna do two species of crows: the American crow and the fish crow. Prepare. Be prepared, but this one's loud. And then the fish crow.
Excellent. Kids get some aura too, huh?
And then the eastern bluebird.
Just toss it.
And then the Indian peacock.
Tone down slam poetry.
And then one of my favorites, the northern cardinal.
I know that one.
And then the Canada goose. And then the American robin. You might not know what a bald eagle sounds like, but you've been lied to.
So he says, you think you know what a bald eagle sounds like, but you've been lied to. Okay?
This is what it's actually the red-tailed hawk sound, and this is what it sounds like.
How? How do you do that?
This is the sound of an actual bald eagle.
I don't know how we're doing, bro. This shit blows my mind.
And this is the wild turkey. Johnny Morris's favorite, sandhill crane.
This kid right here is having the time of his life.
Hey, Cassidy. This is the tufted titmouse. Here is Ostransky, the great horned owl. And then the mallard duck.
I think the most impressive is how he can just switch. Like, he doesn't have to warm up to one or find it. He just goes right into it, just does it. It's insane. If this is autism, you have 100 forms of it. I don't know if it is or not. It's just what they put on the thing, but it's pretty impressive. I think whenever anyone's obsessed with anything, they just call it autism now, I think.
And then the American flamingo.
shit's impressive.
And another owl, the barn owl. I might have been wondering what a roadrunner sounds like, but you don't have to anymore, because this is what it sounds like. That's it. Thanks for having me.
That's just crazy. And he's like, that's loud. No, guys, I have birdism too. Like, the comments are great, man. Kid had talent, bright future head at the NSA Gov. Wireless antenna, microphone, camera, speaker, CPU. He's going to do all the sounds for the birds for the government. All the fake birds. He has a great future in bird law. I'm well versed in bird law. Yeah, he should definitely be the next Charlie. He can do bird law. I believe so. He can speak to them. Birds aren't even real. Impressive nonetheless. And then people taking pictures of this kid is all over the place. It's pretty crazy though. Like, the fact he freaking nails them, and he nailed them. Yeah, Bird Law, great episodes. So many great episodes of Sunny in Philadelphia. So many. I would be remiss if I did not point out Smash JT with the $4.99 say, kids on stream, so unprofessional. I am super unprofessional. I'm sorry. I apologize for the unprofessionalism, which is why I didn't see that. That's how unprofessional I am. I just saw it. I just noticed it there. Hold on. Let me go through this. See, the thing didn't scroll on me. You little son of a bitch. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second. That was like 2 hours ago? God damn it. All right, we're good. Okay, so we got IB, and we got Smash. Okay, I think we got everything. God, it was underneath. It got shoved underneath because it didn't scroll. Why you not scroll? That's a problem. Yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck on that one because I have a special window, so I don't miss them. But I missed that one. Well, Smash, thank you very much for the 5. I appreciate you. We are having a struggle bus. We are 20 away from a game stream and continuing the streak to 34. We are at 33. We are stuck there right now, ladies and gentlemen, but fear not. Hopefully we don't wipe the board, but we may. We may have to wipe the board. Hope not. Hope not. Tuesday stream is a struggle bus, but shout out to Smash JT, who of course is a legend in these woods. Speaking of birds, in the woods here. He gets that trophy right there, actually, right there. He gets that trophy. So let's celebrate our legend.
I need money. I just do. It's for food and vacations, not the lawsuit.
Thank you very much, and you have earned yourself and the chat a dancing Eric. Shout out. Thank you again, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. You started a hour-long battle between crows and 2 hawks with a death crow call from YouTube. Bird propaganda is real. Wait, what? What did you do? Play it out the window with some hawks around so they all just started fighting? How's that work? I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to get that same crow call. And I need to use it. A death call. Well, it's like with cats. Like, they have, like, their little languages, right? You've seen, like, how to, like, call a cat. Like, you go, meh, like, and the cat will come. Like, they'll be like, whoa, you used the cat language. Because cats go, meh, to each other. And they'll be like, they come. Like, that's their, come over here. So if you do it to them, they'll be like, whoa. They'll come to you. If you have a cat, try, meh, like that. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. I'm telling you, it's going to work. You played it through a Bluetooth speaker? Oh my God, dude. That's so funny. That is so funny. I've got to do this. A crow death call. I need to look this up. I'm down. Because we're not watching this tonight. This is not happening soon. Crow death call? What's that sound like? If a crow sees another dead crow on the ground, crow hunting. Crow hunting? Crow death cry, crow call. 19 minutes? No way. I'm hitting this one.
If a crow sees another dead crow on the ground, it gives signals of confusion and alarm. Crows
eating it.
sometimes try to cover the body of their dead fellow with branches and leaves.
All right, you're not helping me. That's not it. I think it's just that kid. Track 20, 67.48 minutes. Good lord. Do people just sit and listen to birds like this all the time? I bet they do. I bet they fucking do. Pro call. What's
Everyone,
this?
welcome back to another video. Today I have the Fox.
Listen. I just want to hear you blow it.
This is the adult crow.
That doesn't even sound as good as the kid did. The kid did better than that. No way. No way. I don't believe it. We're closing that one. F that. All right, we've seen that. Okay, let's talk a little bit of
I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Hasan in
And
trouble.
I'm not going to lie to you
okay?
guys. It's not great.
It is
The
not
news
great. No,
is not great.
hold on. This thing is not letting me pause. We are refreshing.
To you guys.
There we go. Now I can. Duffa Hasan Piker from Hotep. GG. Yeah, so the government's getting into his shit right now. Just a heads up. This is what's going on. Oh, wait. We've got John Oxiles dropping a gift membership, creating another Chad who went to Casey Robb. That is quite the name. It's JB something Casey Robb, but Casey Robb gets it. Thank you, John Oxiles. I appreciate that. That is great, man. I appreciate that. Thank you much. John got one earlier, so he's paying it forward, and Casey Robb has gotten it. And with that, we shall hug. Thank you for making a new member.
Can I have a hug?
We are now halfway to tier 1.
Give me a hug.
No way.
Come here.
I'm not coming.
Not happening,
Let's go.
Dr. Evil.
You're. Hey, don't touch me.
Get away from me.
Shout out. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. We are halfway to tier 1. We are 15 away. Thanks to you guys and your amazing, incredibly kind donos. And of course, memberships. And around here, we do hug. IB knows the drill. I was just about to get on the chat for it, but you did it. You saved the day. Thank you very much for the hugs as well. Yeah, John, appreciate that, man. Shout out. That's very cool. Okay, let's start this again with the Hasan thing. So Hasan has been in some trouble, getting in a little hot water with the U.S. government. It has something to do with his trip to Cuba, where he basically may have broken some sanctions dealing with government entities, possibly taking aid over there, or even being given items and things like that. Well, this is him talking about it, right? It's interesting because as a influencer, as Hasan is, a political influencer, he has to talk about everything, even when he probably shouldn't. I mean, when the government is sniffing on your shit, you better believe there's 75 CIA agents watching your streams, okay? And they've looked at all the other ones, and they're looking at these now. So maybe just be like, yeah, man, that's happened. What you're reading is true. That's all I can say. But he can't just say that, can he? No, he can't. Well, let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say. This is his first time addressing it. And by the way, notice the suits. He's got a new suit every day, Mr. I don't flaunt my wealth over here. A new suit every single freaking day right now. But he doesn't flaunt his wealth. Don't worry about it. Even though if he wears $1,000 t-shirts. Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not great. The news is not great. Okay?
No, it's not.
I mean, it's bullshit.
It's not.
But
it's not bullshit. That's the thing.
Still
from what I
not
can
great.
Tell.
That
not great. No, it's not great.
You know, they're after your boy. They're up my ass. And I'll obviously get into it right now. I'll tell you all about it, but let me blast off real quick. We will free you, brother. Yeah, free me. Free me. Free me. I can't. And I'm not
Wait,
going to
cut
lie to
out.
you guys.
He says, I can't believe I'm saying that. But anyway, he seems really bummed. Rightfully so. Grums on X posts this. So this is, as you can see, it's a different suit. This is the brown suit. This is a gray tweed looking suit. He posts, Hasan starts naming names. He's already cracking, guys. He's going to completely roll over because he was never a real socialist. He's a very rich capitalist that will throw his commie friends under the bus without hesitation. I love it. Let's see what let his fans see what he is. Oh, they won't care. They'll make up excuses. Listen to Hasan name names right away. He immediately starts listing names. Watch.
I think that ultimately the target is probably Singham and his.
This is his friend Singham. His friend Singham, and watch
Singham and his operation from PSL to Answer Coalition to Code Pink, like anything that he has ever financed.
God damn. He named him, then named 3 entities that he directly financed. He said he financed Singham, and then he named Code Pink and the other 2. He's like, oh, and he financed these. Jesus Christ. Immediately, they got him.
Ever financed. And it's not new. It's been around for a while, but it's obviously it's held through regardless because like it's ridiculous, right? It's like totally fucking ridiculous to try.
Yeah, IB, I kind of feel like that's a good starting point for not, don't call for political violence. I feel like that would be a great starting point for Hasan. Maybe don't do those things. Maybe that's bad. Maybe it doesn't work out for you in the end. Maybe when you do that, the government will start looking at you and be like, hey, what was that trip to Cuba all about? Hasan, care to explain?
And to try and stop like the political advocacy of an American citizen, right? Roy Singham.
Oh, the advocacy, you guys. He was doing advocacy. Can't you tell? He was doing advocacy. That's why he had to attend that party that basically blacked out the hospital that killed a bunch of people because they were doing advocacy. Do you understand what that party was all about, you guys? That was for advocacy. That's why those people had to die in the hospital.
He's an American citizen. He lives in China now, and he's a centimillionaire. I think he has almost $1 billion. Not sure how much money he has now, but he's been a funding vehicle for a lot of political.
Dudes, he just did it again.
Now, and he's.
Let's listen to this again.
Right, Roy Singham is an American citizen. He lives in China now, and he's a centimillionaire. I think he has almost $1 billion. Not sure how much money he has now, but he's been a funding vehicle for a lot of political, a lot of political movements in the country, a lot of activism. And they hate that shit. The American government hates that shit, so they're trying to jam him up. They're trying to hit him on anything and everything they possibly can.
He's not making a lot of sense, but okay. If he went to Cuba and he brought aid, you can't do that. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. You can't do that.
That's it. That's the goal here. That's the broader goal.
Okay, Mr. Genius over here, Mr. Genius. The Asmon Gold clip. So this thing is 3 minutes. Let's watch this one. This one might be good.
I mean, when you organize and work with a communist dictatorship government to do PR for a country that is basically more of an oligarchy than America, you should expect to get subpoenaed. You should expect to have this happen.
Context.
Oh, this Cuba trip.
Here we are on our way to Cuba.
Why he's staying in a 5-star hotel in Cuba.
Tourism is the lifeline for the Cuban economy as it stands currently. The government has very limited.
So wait a minute. So here's the logic. I get it. So because tourism is how they make money, it makes sense for him to spend as much money on tourism while he's there.
The government has very limited resources. They have to stay in what they've declared as 5-star hotel. We've just been living La Vida Loca, honestly.
So you went down to Havana to hang out with other celebrities. This is the problem that I think what happens is that I think that people
It is so funny. Yeah, she got under his skin with that for sure. He did it immediately after, but now he's wearing suits. How much are the suits, bro? Like, are you kidding me? What are you doing?
People like Hasan and these other Code Pink people get used as useful idiots for the regime in Cuba. They get used as basically propaganda tools. And I think that to an extent, they kind of know that. And I think that's why they're getting called up. Is it's like, well, why is it that you had an idea that you were doing propaganda for a communist regime? Why would you do that? Are you pathetic? It's free speech. It's not free
and by
speech
the way,
whenever
this
you're
is
getting
like a
something out of it. So like
the multi-$100 t-shirt he's got on.
like
He's
if
wearing
they're
like
giving him
$1,000
preferential
outfit.
treatment, or he's being given opportunities or advantages or privileges because of it, then I think it's a much different situation than, like, let's say, just simply going there and expressing your viewpoint. He didn't get paid. It's not about whether you, like, that's what I'm saying, is like, it's not just exclusive to being paid. What I'm saying is, like, you're receiving some sort of compensation from a foreign government that's like,
it's the compensation, and it's not just compensation for the foreign government. It's the compensation from the foreign government that is basically, you can, like, oh dude, what's the freaking sanctioned. It's a sanctioned government. You cannot do these things. You cannot dip your toes in Cuba and start effing around with compensation from the government. You can't do it. By the way, look at this shirt. He's got a nice watch on, pants, gold chain, expensive sunglasses. Dude's wearing $1,000 right here in Cuba. Everyone back here is poor. All these people are completely poor back here. But this is how, again, this is how socialists are. They're going to drink some wine on a nice area that's bulletproof so they can't get killed by the poor people. And they're totally safe in their private mecca in Cuba.
aligned against the United States. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be accommodation, certain privileges in that country. He was in a state hotel. Yeah, exactly. I think that the trip to Cuba was coordinated with the government. I think the government made it easier for them to be there, and they provided certain, like, this is my guess. Like, I don't know, but like, somebody knows. That's why there's a subpoena. For example, like, you know, Nick Shirley gets there first day, they've got a 2-star general at the hotel. I think that they greased the wheels, and they made it easier for people like Hasan to come into Cuba and knowingly or unknowingly promote and help a communist regime. I think that if you investigate every point of the trip, there's got to be a point or two where the government made it easier to happen. And so, like, at that point, you're asking yourself the question, is it a good thing for you to be taking material support from a foreign communist government that's actively aligned against the United States while you are a United States citizen? I mean, they've already got all your logs and everything, right? I mean, like, that's really bad. The scrutiny reflects growing concerns among federal authorities and lawmakers whether foreign actors and aligned organizations are attempting to shape American political discourse, mobilize activists, sow discord, and normalize rhetoric that could encourage violence or undermine U.S. security. Like, I'm not going to say he's wrong. Like, I don't know if Hasan's wrong or not. I don't want to have somebody get put in jail for some shit they didn't even do. But, like, it seems really weird that you were able to go to Cuba and have no problems. Meanwhile, Nick Shirley was going to Cuba and he had to fucking escape. You know, my common sense is activating here, and I'm thinking there's probably something wrong. And I don't know if there is or not. That's why there's a subpoena.
Yep, the subpoena. Yeah, I was saying the wrong word. I knew I was reading the right word. He's been subpoenaed. So now they're going to get the information they need from him. Hasan Piker has been subpoenaed by the United States of America because they need more information on his Cuba trip and why he got all of the things that he got. And he's here dropping names, okay? Listen to the way they talk, all right? Now, this is again, something he talked about, I believe, prior to the trip, okay? Listen to this.
I want to go to Cuba. Would you be down?
I fucking love Cuba.
Oh, yeah?
Isn't that such a weird thing? I fucking love Cuba. You do? Why? Why do you love Cuba?
Down?
Yeah, I filmed the documentary
I think I got,
there once.
The Cuban government actually hit my contact from the embassy.
God damn. Well, there you go. Right? The Cuban government hit my contact from the embassy. Why?
And told him that if the only thing stopping us from coming to Cuba was the consistent internet access, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
Oopsie. So the Cuban government contacted his representative or his contact at the embassy saying, oh, by the way, if Hasan's issue with coming to Cuba is the internet, don't worry about it. We got it. We'll make sure Hasan has consistent internet. So right there you go. So he was already promised help by the Cuban government to be there and to stream from there. And we all know the reason to do that is to basically undermine American ideals and the sanctions, right? That is why. So Cuba made it possible for him to be there and stream. They promised him that. They told him it wouldn't be a problem. Look at that. So they gave him access. There you go. They enabled it.
Cuba is sick.
And he knew it.
Like the government reached out to you.
The Cuba is sick is wild. Listen to this.
Cuba is sick.
Wait, the government reached out to you.
So yeah, of course. It's
Oh my God. So remember, he's saying all this before the subpoena. He's already made sure that, his communist followers know that the communist regime, Cuba, supports him entirely. This gives him clout. Remember, the actual government supporting him from Cuba gives him clout in his little circle of communists. Major clout.
well, not reach out to me. There's there's a middleman there.
Okay.
Because I had a doctor from Cuba. Cuba does this thing called medical missions, and they've been doing it since I believe like the 70s.
And again, they didn't reach out directly to him. Doesn't make a difference when they said, "Don't worry about Hasan. We'll make it possible. We'll make it possible for you to stream." He's still been given the okay and told that they will make his trip better.
And it's incredibly successful. They have a massive, very robust medical program because they have to because they're under an incredible sanctions regime by the United States of America that the rest of the world thinks is abhorrent, except for America and Israel that keep consistently vetoing it over and over again. But this has created a
American Israel. He can't stop talking about Israel, bro. He can't. They said Hasan Piker made into the Homelander from The Boys with AI. Guys, you gotta watch this. This is great.
Please, President Trump, I'll gulp your Cheeto dry.
Oh, gross.
Just let me stay in America.
There's Kaya. Good girl.
Please, President Trump.
The gulp your Cheeto dry line is too much for me. It's too fucking much. Don't tell me this got deleted. Oh, it got deleted. Oh, the Russell Crowe thing got deleted. Oh my God, dudes. I didn't think they would delete it. Well, that's one less thing to talk about. And since we have one less thing to talk about, that means we'll have a little less time to reach our goal of tier 1 and a gaming stream, which we are 15 away. That's 3 gifted subs or $15 super chat if you want to make it happen. We'll basically keep the wall from falling. In other words, we're going to start at 0 and start a new streak next time. Damn it. Damn you, Tuesday. It's okay. Struggle Bus Tuesday is a thing. So I will talk about this real quick. And this is Russell Crowe, the actor, calling out TMZ. TMZ posted a video of Russell Crowe basically coming out, and there's these fans there. They want autographs, right? He comes out, he says, "Listen," he's like, "as soon as I'm gonna sign these, but don't come up and crowd into me. I'll come to you, and as soon as someone's a dick, I'm out of here." Right? That's what he was just very clear. There's a bunch of people out there, and he's just been like, "Do not crowd me, or I'm leaving." So that was it. And then he was signing things, and someone asked him to sign that he was Maximus. He was like, "No." And then he just went and continued signing. Well, TMZ posted that video, but then they said in the caption that Russell Crowe lets the fans know how little he actually thinks of them or how they aren't a priority. And Russell Crowe was like, clickbait. Everybody got their autograph and selfie. The passage to the hotel was kept free for guests, and I still got to the airport on time. One man, no security. Handled. What's your problem? And I do believe I saw some community notes that were getting ready to go. I feel like they got community noted, which is why they actually deleted it. But either way, they were wrong. The way they posted it was insane. And they deleted it. Damn. I wonder where the original thing is. See, let's look at autographs. Let's see if I can find it real quick. This is it. All right, what'd they put here? Russell Crowe loses cool with fans waiting for autographs. Stay where the F you... Yeah, he doesn't want them to push in. That's it. But it's wrong. Oh, yeah, see? He called it clickbait. Yeah, okay, here we go. So they got... This is it. This is it.
Hi, Russell. How are you doing?
Are you listening? Yes. Stay where you are. Don't fucking push in on me. I'll come to you. Just give everybody space. As soon as somebody's a dick, go. You got me?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
That's it. That's all. He's just saying, stay clear. Don't fucking push up on me. And that's it. And he signed every single one. Every single one. And they want to treat him like he's a bad guy because he was basically just straightforward. Like, this is how it's going to work.
If you can add Maximus, maybe. Can you add Maximus, please? Can you add Maximus, please? No.
That was it, man. So he called their shit out on that, and he wasn't having it, and they got community noted. Yeah, that's 100% what happened. Because this one got community noted, they all did, because these accounts were pushing this shit. That it was like being rude or didn't appreciate the fans. Meanwhile, he signed them all. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Nerdrotic's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so debunked. Hey, from that Park Place, the Mandalorian and Grogu debuted at an estimated $81.9 million domestic opening weekend and roughly $102 million over an extended 4-day Memorial holiday frame, making it the lowest opening weekend for a Disney-era Star Wars theatrical release in North America. Dudes, we knew it was going to be bad. Remember, they kept lowering predictions for this game, for this movie. And yeah, it really didn't hit on a Memorial Day weekend. I mean, this should be a weekend where you do well. Like, if you have a big Star Wars movie coming out, you'd expect to bank. They didn't bank. They didn't. So it's officially the lowest box office opening in Disney Star Wars history. The least any Star Wars has made. And people try to say that Mandalorian and Grogu or whatever is like very niche Star Wars, but I don't think that's true. Remember how big this was season 1 and even 2? Season 3 did so much damage, and I still think the Gina firing really made people turn on Disney. And you don't even have to be a huge fan of Mandalorian to understand what was happening there. That was national news, okay? Possibly international news when they fired her for saying that people in MAGA hats are being treated like the people in the Holocaust. Not a crazy thing to say, just making comparison, and she gets fired for being anti-Semitic, which was an excuse, and we all know it, right? We know that, which is why Disney had to pay her, by the way. That ended up happening. Disney paid her. Well, anyway, so here we go. It officially had the new low point for the modern theatrical era of Star Wars. Mandalorian Grogu debuted, estimated got $102 million over the extended 4-day Memorial Day weekend. They got $81.9 million domestic opening weekend. So they had the extra day, right? The extra Monday there. And got the lowest weekend for a Disney-era Star Wars theatrical release. That is crazy how... I mean, Mandalorian fell off. Season 3 was just so bad that I really think it killed pretty much everyone's outlook on Disney Plus, period. I mean, Disney Plus took a huge hit. And then you had the freaking what was the name of that, dude? That other one with the witches? What the hell was the name of it? It was such a piece of crap Star Wars series that I forget the name. Start with an A. Dude, I can't remember. Anyway, it was terrible. And it was largely panned. Let's just dude, with the Star Wars. I've got to look it up now. Star Wars, Disney Plus series. Definitive, Andor, Ahsoka, The Acolyte. Huh? Wasn't The Acolyte, was it? No. Dude, has it been basically wiped from existence? Didn't it get wiped from canon? Awful. There we go. Awful Star Wars Disney Plus series. Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Dude, are you kidding me? The Acolyte. The fucking Acolyte. It is the Acolyte. It is the fucking Acolyte. Why did I not? I don't know, whatever. So, yeah, so this is the worst thing. Yeah, the Acolyte. Well, I was reading Acolyte saying, no, it is the Acolyte. That's right. So, yeah, the freaking Acolyte. What a disaster. So, between season 3, which was basically not even Mandalorian. I mean, if you watch that, that was the Bo-Katan show. I mean, that was the killer there. You had the Mandalorian taking a backseat to girl boss Bo-Katan, and then her being deemed the leader and all that, and all that they went through with that crap. And then he finally put his mask back on instead of having it off all the time. The whole Grogu thing, I think the cuteness of Grogu really started wearing off. And then you had the Acolyte come out. The damage done to Star Wars between those two things. And what's up, Rhea? The damage done to Star Wars with those two things, where they were putting all the Star Wars stuff on Disney Plus. I mean, remember, that was the place for Star Wars, Disney Plus. They were pushing people towards Disney Plus to sell Disney Plus subscriptions because that's where you could get your Star Wars. Well, it really backfired because they made really bad Star Wars stuff. Okay. And again, not only that's, that cooled people on Star Wars video, like releases, theatrical releases, but the Gina Carano, even though I understand she's not some big Hollywood star with all these fucking huge movies, that's not the point. It was the actual firing of her that really got people to turn on Disney because it was political. And you lose half the country when that happens, and then people will turn their back on you. Now people are like, oh yeah, what name all these things that Gina Carano did before and after. I'm like, dude, it's not about that. It's not that she's a big star. I understand that she's not some huge star. That's not the fucking point. The point is what they did to her. They totally blackballed her, and they did it in the name of anti-Semitism, which was bullshit. It was political. They didn't like the things that she said, right? She was basically right wing. She's anti-modern feminist. So yeah, Disney got rid of her when they had a reason. They looked for a reason, made one up, got rid of her, which is exactly why she settled. And that turned a lot of people off from Star Wars, Disney, all that stuff. It absolutely screwed her. I mean, the parks are all raising their prices. The people aren't going to Disney like they once did, right? Used to be packed. Now it's not. Even your manager, who was a diehard Star Wars fan, fell out ever since Disney took over. Oh yeah, I mean, it's been a slow erosion with Disney at the helm, that's for sure. Like, I remember when Disney bought it, I was like, well, this was kind of before Disney really went woke as fuck with Kathleen Kennedy and all that shit. I mean, it's just been like, Disney got it, like, all right, there'll be cool theme park stuff now. Now, they had the money of Disney, but then they started shutting down Lucasfilms and things like that. And then they let go of the rope, man. They gave it to her and just let it go. And it didn't have the right person taking care of it. Even though I think J.J. Abrams is an all right director for Star Wars, he did okay with what he had. And, well, Episode 9 was a joke. Okay. Episode 9 was a joke. Episode 8 wasn't J.J. Abrams. That was a bad movie. I still feel like Episode 7 was okay. Even with the Rey bullshit, which was clearly, she was overpowered. She's beating a Sith with a lightsaber. She's never touched a lightsaber, and somehow she beats him. That was goofy as fuck. But the movie itself was all right. In fact, I thought Finn was going to be bigger, and I kind of liked Finn as a character, and then they just kind of let it go and just fuck it. And Poe was just like, fuck it, we're not going to use them. And they didn't even use the interesting characters that I felt like they had. I remember when I saw the original previews, I thought Finn was going to be the Jedi. Nope, it was fucking Rey. In any case, yeah. I feel like 7 was like they could have been building into something, and then just I don't know what happened, bro. And when you're gonna have 1,000 fucking Palpatines and they're gonna lose against a Jedi, and a Sith. That's so stupid. Why? Because they could pass a fucking lightsaber through the Force? It was so stupid, bro. Anyway, we're ranting. That was just dumb. She got arm barred in 15.7 seconds in her bullshit Netflix retirement fight. Oh, dude. Gina, but that was going to happen, bro. That was so going to happen. I knew Gina was going to get her ass kicked. It was just a question of when. Remember, Ronda Rousey finished almost every single opponent under a minute. It's just what she is. She's a fucking animal. So if you don't have the strength to get out of her grapple, you're fucked. And when you saw Gina Carano, congratulations to her. She looked great, lost a lot of weight, got into fighting shape, sorta. But she's not muscular at all. So you saw Ronda come out, she's like fucking butch. You know, she's got triceps and biceps. She has, you know, chest muscles, for Christ's sakes. I was like, oh no. I didn't feel good anyway. But I would say that she had a little limp. It looked like she had a little limp at the way. I'm like, oh, maybe she's feeling something. No, it didn't matter. She was explosive enough and totally destroyed her. It was over. It was fucking over. I knew Junior was going to lose, but under a minute, it's not surprising. I mean, if you look at Ronda Rousey's history, that is generally how she wins. Very fucking quick. It happens fast as shit. But yeah, poor Gina. She had no chance. She got her in that armbar. It was over, man. As soon as she got her down, I saw her doing that. I'm like, oh no. Like, no way Gina's strong enough, man. She's going to use her body. She did and had her. Disney loves to finger bang the story canon, don't they? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the Acolyte decanonized? It was completely just thrown away, right? I believe the Acolyte decanonized. I think it was. No, it has not been decanonized. Well, they need to. Maybe that was my own memory. I just wished it so bad. I thought it was. So now that we've gone on an incredible Star Wars rant, basically what it all sums up to is that Mandalorian and Grogu never really stood a chance. There's a reason they kept lowering expectations on this movie, and it was because they knew people weren't into it, and it just wasn't going to hit. Even internationally, Solo likely sold significantly more tickets than The Mandalorian and Grogu, despite being viewed at the same time as a major disappointment for the franchise. Solo did not do well, and this is Han Solo, so you can't give me the excuse that Mandalorian, which is a bigger name now than Solo, right? Solo's still undersold. And I actually liked Solo. I thought it was pretty good. I was just say that. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. It was kind of a different Star Wars movie. Same thing with Rogue One. They were both very different Star Wars movies. I liked them. And I think Andor is good. Although I don't remember the last season very well for some reason. I don't really remember. I feel like they almost did the same thing, right? As the first season? Like season 2 is almost like a redo and a different place? Something like that? Dude, it's been too long. So adjusted for inflation domestically, Solo's $84.4 million opening weekend would equal roughly $110 million today. Well, it's $103 million 4-day total would translate to $135 million. Oh, so it was also Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, so it did outperform. And this is one thing like with movies. I like how movies track money. It made this much money globally, domestically, etc. Right? I like it. Why can't we do this with video games? Why can't we do it? Can we get there? Can we get there? I want this level of transparency. Except the one thing I will say that again, you know, I like the money. Show me the money. Tell me the tickets. How many tickets? How many copies in the games? Copies and tickets. These are what I want, not just the money. How many people? How many human beings? How many players activated? How many viewers have been activated for Grogu? Because when it goes, you know, down the line through the decades, the amount of money is so much more now because the prices go up. You don't really know, like which movie put the most butts in the seats. That's what I want to know. Marathon's global sales, dude, I'm telling you right now, Marathon's global sales will just be maybe 30% more than North America. I don't think it has much outside of Western anything. Well, I guess you could lump in Europe, UK, but I don't think there's a lot. I think it's mostly America, Canada, North America. They're the ones who bought Marathon. They're the ones who were duped. They're the ones who fell for the Marathon propaganda. I mean, that's it. I don't think global is very good at all. I think you're pretty much there when you find out how much they made. That's pretty much it, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But I want this. I want this for gaming. I want a weekly report on like the following Tuesday. That's what I want. Yeah, the inflation paints a worse picture. Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? How do you fumble this? Mandalorian Season 1 was humongous, huge. Season 2 started out really good. I think it lost some viewers over time, but it still did pretty well. Season 3 was a massive, massive drop-off from people who started watching it to the end, okay? How do you fumble it that bad? Is it because you start putting Pedro Pascal everywhere because you keep exposing his face? How do you fumble it so bad? They insanely fumbled this show, right? And they fumbled it so bad that by the time the movie comes out, no one cared. How does that happen? It's Disney screwing it up. That's how. Because I don't think you can screw it up this bad, but it's insane. You think Marathon sold more on Macintosh? Dude, what? I don't... The old Marathon? More butts and seats. Maybe. How much were games back then? Was it like $15? I don't even know. So Solo opened to 84 million domestic over 3 days, under 3 Memorial frame, 148 million worldwide. Adjusted, it looks 110, 135, 193 to 195 million. And then Mandalorian, 81 domestic, 102 million over 4 days, 165 million globally. Damn. Yeah, it underperformed Solo. It did. Nathan grabbed him. I thought he put him there. He has it. Yep, so once inflation and ticket prices increase are considered, the evidence strongly suggests Solo attracted more actual theater goers. That's alarming. That is crazy bad. Yikes. Was it a referendum? It's unavoidable. Now, this is their reasoning. Disney spent years positioning Din Djarin and Grogu as the safest possible faces of modern Star Wars. Grogu became a merchandising phenomenon, 100%. I mean, my kids literally asked for me for Grogu merch right now. Adjusted why? It's like money's less value as time goes by? Yeah, right? That is why. Really? We came here, I thought you grabbed this. Here you go. Yep. And yeah, that is great. So like Grogu, I think, the whole Baby Yoda still sells merch. Like that's going to happen. Disney Plus aggressively pushed The Mandalorian as a flagship of the post-sequel era. Lucasfilm also stayed away from theaters for years following the underwhelming reception of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. God, that was so bad, dude. That was such a joke. So bad. Wasn't the Boba Fett series originally supposed to be a movie? Right? And then they started doing that whole, did The Mandalorian, and then they did Boba Fett, Mandalorian, and then something else, right? Wasn't it supposed to be a movie? And then they changed it into a series for Disney Plus? I believe that's the case. I think so. I don't know if Andor was supposed to be a movie, but I know it ended up being a series. But I believe Boba Fett was originally slated to be a movie. What's up, Astrobot? Good to see you. Mando and Grogu was more of a Father's Day film. Oh, did you watch it? I haven't seen it. I have no... oh my God, it's Daisy Ridley. Oh my God. Yeah, I have no care to see it. I'll watch it when it comes free somewhere. I don't know. So yet the franchise has returned to theaters with its supposedly safest bet has now delivered the lowest Disney era opening in Star Wars history. But they knew it was coming. They lowered expectations. They knew it was coming. So let's see. Critics of Lucasfilm direction argue this reflects long-term brand erosion under now former president Kathleen Kennedy. Dude, it took them too long to get rid of her, let's be real. Others point to streaming fatigue and the idea that Disney conditioned audience to view modern Star Wars as disposable streaming content rather than must-see theatrical events. This is kind of where I am in a way, where you have Mandalorian on Disney Plus. You have, you've been through 3 seasons. The last season was really bad. It was not very good. But that definitely hurt this. I think, if you release this movie after season 1, it does amazing. Now, you would have to know it was going to do amazing and have been making this already in order to do this, but I think it would do better. But it is an actual thing, I think. Like, you have billed Mandalorian, the show, as Disney Plus content, and now you're releasing it as a movie at its lowest, right? That hurts it for sure. Now you have what's another one? Oh, Stranger Things. Stranger Things is one they've been talking about, like having a theatrical release with that as well. But I believe after the last season, it could be at its lowest too, because people were mostly underwhelmed with that as well. It might not really work out. Not to mention, how far away are we? Like, how far away are we? You got Astronap to go see it. It is for the Disney Plus crowd. The hardcore chums would get any real content out of it other than you get to see the Nal Hutta. But it was a very contained script. So it's a Disney movie on the big screen. Yeah, I mean, a Disney Plus movie on big screen. Yeah, I feel like people had it nailed. And they're just going to wait for it and watch The Mandalorian how they always have. And that is on Disney Plus. Yeah, I do believe that's a thing. I 100% believe that's a thing. There's growing discussion surrounding younger audience, particularly teenage boys who historically formed the backbone of the franchise. Critics argue many of those viewers simply no longer feel connected to Star Wars after years of divisive projects, inconsistent theatrical releases, and storytelling choices that alienated portions of the legacy fan base. Star Wars was built and designed for men and boys, and what have they done? They decided to go force as female. Huge mistake. You cannot build on a current IP like Star Wars by changing the fandom, because you're going to alienate the fandom, and then you're not even really winning the women over anyway. You're just making them give you clicks and likes, but they're not going to go see and support you. Okay? So the Force isn't female. It was a huge mistake to try to do that. That doesn't work. It has to be geared towards men. And Kathleen Kennedy was a huge mistake in making that happen. You can have Rey exist. You can totally do it. But you have to make it more realistic. You have to make it tougher for her. Right? It was too easy. Way too easy, man. She needs help. Maybe have more than one Jedi. Something like that. It was a mistake doing it the way they did it. It was not believable. Whereas with Luke Skywalker, it was. Luke get his ass kicked many times. She didn't. Why? And then you had the Acolyte, which was just... it's such a joke. But yeah, this is a good article. I'm not going to keep reading it, but I think we know where we're going with this. Star Wars is in trouble again. This was Marvin Montanaro on That Park Place. Go check out That Park Place. This is one of those places that actually does a good job with journalism, and well, they did do gaming, but now they're leaning more back into what they really specialized in, which is the culture around, well, Disney was one of their big things. That Park Place is literally Disney. Get it? So they focus on a lot of Disney stuff, and of course, just movies in general and shows, things like that. And then Geeks and Gamers they joined up with, so they've taken over most of the gaming stuff, because That Park Place became a lot of gaming and all that stuff, and they're like, let's get back to our roots. So anyway, check out That Park Place. They are a cool source for your local news. And I will say, we're about to get on the last little bit here. We are 15 away from Tier 1. If you would like to continue the streak and have a gaming stream where we perhaps beat Pragmata and the 6th stream of Pragmata, feel free to donate. I'd super appreciate it. Otherwise, we are starting over tomorrow at at 0 streak. Damn. It could come to an end. Unlucky 33? That'd be killer. Heads up, chuds. It's definitely an E for everyone. Y7 film. Yeah. Yeah. Not surprising. Let's talk about this person real quick. Ashley St. Clair. This is the one who honeypotted Elon Musk to make a child and then flipped out and said how he's not helping me and all this because she wasn't getting enough money. She was only getting $500,000 a year or something. It was insane. An insane amount of money. She clearly honeypotted him. And she's gone woke. So she went from extreme right wing and she is now transformed into an extreme left lunatic where she's grifting the left with, hey, I have information on the right. It has been a wild ride for Ashley St. Clair, who maybe Elon spreads woke mind virus. If you think about it, it's possible. You know, his son got it, and now Ashley St. Clair has it too. Watch this video. I think I'm gonna mute it though. Oh, good, it muted itself. Good. No. Oh, my thing died. Hold on a second. I think there was no sound coming out for a while, so my thing turned off. She might have been a plant from the start. Okay, now it's connected. There we go. Now I can't hear it again. I don't know what's going on with this stupid thing. I can't hear. Yeah, so this is the situation. She's calling for... This is her TikTok. It says, Fed subpoena Hasan Piker, Medea Benjamin over Cuba trips. And she's simping, saying, free, stupid, sexy Hasan. That's what it says down there. The woke West can't make triple... Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's old. There are plans from the start. Dude, I don't know about her. I don't... Like, I know, you know, there's a lot of people that were coming over to the right from the left after all the insane shit that went down. They were like, holy shit. And she was one of them. Was she a plant? I don't know, but maybe she never really was as into it as she thought or whatever, because she flipped back so quick. And she's like, I have all the information on the right. They are actually pedos. And it's like, okay, you're insane. Like, yeah, the people going after Epstein and calling for Epstein's head on a platter, they're the pedos. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, so this is her new shit, her new shtick. There it is. But I really want to see what's going on here. I can't... Oh, there it is. It muted itself. Look at her. And now we go over here and we look up Ashley St. Clair. She's... You see what I'm saying? Hello? You see what I'm saying? What is happening? Like, she looks like she's transing. What a wall. Like, is this what happens when you hit a wall? You know what I'm saying? Like, she used to do, like, chats and things, and I don't... Like, what the fuck happened? That is a major wall, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, that's not her. And then she started changing. And this is an older one. Not like she's, you know, she's just been like, yeah, changing. Mother of Elon Musk's son react to his threat. This is her change. Like, literally, but when you're on the right versus when you're on the left. Same person. Makeup versus no makeup. Yeah, it's how do you take care of yourself? I don't know. I don't know how this is happening. I feel like she's transitioning into leftism, and like in transitioning to leftism, she might be transitioning. This is a major drop off, bro. This is serious. I'm worried. See? Yep. There we go. And then she started that whole anti-Grok stuff. She's one of the reasons that they fucked up Grok, by the way. She's one of the reasons that they fucked up Grok. And why you can't have it do pictures. And like, you can't call Grok to make a picture in chat. And then the way they started limiting it. She's why. Her. She started all this crazy shit. She doesn't even speak on X. She comes in and starts posting, how can these people are putting these bikinis on me? Then she's basically asking people to put bikinis on her. What the fuck, dude? Insane. Like, she caused all of it. She's evil. She's evil. Yeah, this is her before. This is his son. Oh my God, dude. Oh, and by the way, she's already calling his son, the transition, she, and how saying he's wrong for that, and that the transitioner is a she. This is something she totally stood against before. Totally stood against. So, fuck that. Oh, look at this guy saving the streak. Astrobot coming in with a $20 Orange Boy saying, Orange Boy for the chance at the Ox Ring. My God, well, you have made it a possibility now. Okay, you have made it a possibility now because now there will be a gaming stream. We will be playing Pragmata tonight. Very soon, actually, because this was literally you sliding underneath the closing gate as I was finishing the last article. And for this, though, let's take a ride in a hot tub limo. I think this is the way to go. Shout out.
It's a wild, wild scene.
Look at that, Astro. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate that. And so does the hot tub limo, which needed to go for our drive. Let's be real. It needed to get, we changed the oil recently. Wanted to see how it was working. It's working great. Looking great still, as always. We always love that one. We do. Women killed more babies in the womb than all the wars combined. Oh, yeah, no, 100%, dude. No, it's insane. Like, when you start looking at how things worked out, and how women can be, it's yuck. You done the Hasan stuff yet? Of course. Have I done the Hasan stuff yet? Yes, we actually just finished it. We're about to wrap up the stream. Absolutely. We're about to wrap it up and go play Pragmata, my friend. But feel free to rewind. Good to see you, Kyle. Good to see you. Thanks for swinging on by. Definite Astrobot hugs. Yes, we love it. Thank you, Astrobot. Appreciate you again. But yeah, no, she's transitioning into a feminist, a modern feminist, which is the worst kind. And she has a child. I believe there needs to be a poly market on if she's going to transition this child. Because, my God, dude, she's a mess now. Fucking mess. Dude, what the hell? Yikes. She reminds me of a certain waitress who starves for attention once they've hit the wall. You've got a song for you using Hasan's rant in the 2-minute video you probably played. Oh, yeah? Okay, send it to me. Let's listen to it. Send it. Send it. Did you already send it? You probably did. I know you. You already sent that goddamn thing. You did not. You didn't. I'm disappointed. Usually you're way ahead. Usually you're way ahead of the game. Yeah, what's the holdup, Kyle? What's the holdup, Kyle? What's the frequency, Kenneth? You know what I'm saying? We could be listening to it right now. We could be listening to it right now, but you're messing around. There it is. Okay, all right. We're gonna go. Let's go. Let's open it up. Let's see. The name of this one is Dissent Will Not Stand. Okay. Let's listen to it. Okay, there it goes.
I'll be honest. I would much rather not have to deal with this at all.
Oh, wait, you actually got his voice? How's that work?
There is no world where dealing with a federal case is a good moment. Sometimes I welcome rotting for the rest of my life in a fucking federal penitentiary, rather than dealing with unbelievably snide remarks in this fucking moment. Like, what the fuck, dude? You're giving me advice about shit you don't even know if I'm already doing, and then you gotta backhand me with, bro, all you do is hang around Elon Musk's exes. Well, bitch, I did organize, and guess what happened? The government basically said, fuck you, go to jail!
Damn, what is this? This is good.
You think this is good publicity? No, this shit is not good. Nobody wants this. I know usually you rally all the orgs you support, but if they drag you to court, then you better regroup. Coordinate movements, mobilize troops, public defense while they tighten the noose. Use yourself as proof of the hunt they endorse. Real voices targeted straight at the source. More than a Twitter dude caught in the storm. More than just hanging with Elon's X-forms. This goes beyond posts and internet fame. They want this.
Kyle, you have to not fuck around and you need to turn this into a video right away. Use his clip and turn this into a video. Okay? Make sure you don't use Bluetooth to sync the voices. Okay? Sync the voices using a hard line so it's not delayed when you're editing. You have to do it right away.
Afraid of the game. Push back loud when they're naming the enemy. Turn one voice into a whole fucking entity. The problem is, the leadership hates the left too, but this is one of those moments where they actually have to say something, because who knows what comes next. And yeah, this turns me into a villain on their platform. They see it in the algorithm every single day. People defending the administration while actively harming themselves. That's the insane part. Because when I swing from the gallows, I won't be there alone.
Oh, he's gonna swing from the gallows now.
You'll be there too!
Did he say this? No, I have not seen this. Is this all word for word him? This is insane.
This is not about communism. This is not about socialism.
It is about those things, though. It is about those things. What the fuck?
This is not about radical commentary. This is about percent. I know usually you rally all the orgs you support, but when the state goes to war, better fortify more. Public resistance, organized force, turn every courtroom into a torch. They're hunting down voices they cannot contain, using fear just to tighten the chains. More than a streamer or socialite name. This is the right to dissent from the rain.
Jesus, dude. This is pretty good, man. Yeah, no, you have to get on that immediately.
It will not stand.
Immediately.
It will not stand.
For all the stuff he actually says, you gotta slow it down and stuff and make sure it's lip synced. But use the actual clip in those places and then use AI for other shit. You have to do that immediately. I would say don't fuck around and get that made while it's hot. Get it done in 2 days. Not kidding. That's really good, dude. That was a banger, dude. That was a banger. Yeah, you have to get it done immediately. Immediately. All right, let me edit my thing real quick so we can properly raid myself. Thanks to you guys for the donos and the gift sub. It's been badass. We have unlocked our stream, our gaming stream for the night. It's happening. We hit 34 in a row. You missed the show, but you didn't miss the gaming, Commando. You hang out right here, and we are going right in. Yeah, so usually I don't do Tuesdays. I will say that. Tuesdays are not a normal stream day, but because yesterday was Memorial Day, very busy doing things, having a good time, and then not in the shape to stream last night.
Sofrayı kurduk.
It's just playing on its own. It's just playing on its own. Yeah, so we ended up streaming today. So it's a little off day. So yeah, if this caught you by surprise, my bad. My bad, but there's not much I could do about it. But I did get to stream. I wanted to make sure we did it. Was that Turkish? Yeah, I don't know. It was like whatever loaded up after his thing. Sometimes, so when you go and play a video on Suno, it will just make a playlist for you now. And it will just go to the next thing. And it's just whatever. I don't know. I don't know. It just makes a playlist. I don't know. It's kind of neat, but also it will just start playing shit, and you're like, what the fuck? What is this? And it'll have nothing to do with what you were just listening to. It just gives you a playlist of shit. It's just stuff. So, anyway, so if you are on YouTube, hang out right here and you can get forwarded to the Pragmata stream. If you're on Rumble or if you're on Kick, just chill out right here. Chill out. You're going to see an ending stream, and then you're going to get the intro. That's just to get everything rolling on YouTube and to get me set up. And then we'll go right into the stream. You don't have to go anywhere. Actually, no one does. You're just going to be given the stream. If the gaming stream's not for you and you're bouncing, good to see you. Not good that you're leaving, but good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. But I know not everyone watched it. But we are playing and maybe finishing Pragmata. So maybe hang out. Maybe you'll enjoy yourself. But yes, that is all I have for tonight. Thank you for hanging out. On to Pragmata. And of course, this is not goodbye. It's always see you next time. Next time's tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be here. Right here. Right here.
Lights are fading, game was strong. Time to say goodbye so long. We'll be back for another round. It's not the end, we run this town. Until then, keep up the fight. We'll face resistance, we're in the right. Gaming culture needs